Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It is a beautiful day here where I am, and I presume it is a beautiful day wherever you guys are. We are on Awesomecast number 57. I am your host, Brennan the Awesome. Here are my current two co-hosts, John Gets Gaming and Wolfscar. Arachnid Eve will hopefully be joining us soon. Hopefully, assuming no technological problems pop up or any other extra out of control elements.
Maybe he finally got arrested.
Oh no. Captain Ninja, welcome to the stream. Gerson FC, DCU was never alive in my opinion. Jedi Prime, welcome to the stream.
I mean, it really was. But...
Yeah, we'll be taking a slight trip down memory because Decrepit's going off on it on his stream, which is running, I think, right now as well. So stiff competition tonight.
That's right.
Stiff competition between my stream, Decrepits, and Melvin. Quinkity, right. Obviously.
We just got to work the wrestling angle. We pick a feud with them, and then both of our ratings go up.
Yeah.
You're garbage.
Oh, man. Everybody will have a field day if I decide to go after Melvin for some reason.
Is that Brandon's music? He's coming in with a chair on Darth Melvin.
Which Transformers game do you prefer, War for Cybertron or Fall of Cybertron?
Shit, that's more PS3 games I gotta get now that the prices are shooting up on all these freaking games now.
I don't know. I probably Fall a little more. I probably like that one a bit more. Whoa, buddy, I'm live in 2 hours. I'm watching you until then. F Lanterns. Okay, my bad, my mistake. After my stream, depending on how long I run, you guys could go over and watch Decrepit go off on Lanterns. I'll briefly touch on the topic here as well.
Decrepit kept me up till 4 a.m. 2 weeks ago, I think.
I've been staying up till 4 a.m. lately, and I do not know why.
He contacted me as soon as I was done with something else, and I was still up on the last Thursday night, and then I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'm not tired." And then I was like, "I'll probably leave sometime though, because it's real late for me." And then I didn't.
All right, give me a second, and then we can cover something. Okay, here we go. So just to pass the time until hopefully he arrives. I just found this while I was setting up from Polygon. Red Dead Redemption 2, 8 years later, is a bad video game by Ford James. Yes, one of the most popular video games in recent memory is a bad video game, apparently.
Red Dead Redemption 2, by the way, it came... Everybody's like, oh, GTA is too big to fit on a disc. Well, I actually got Red Dead Redemption 2 physically, the Steelbook edition. I ended up selling it later, which is a great thing you can do with these physical games. But anyways, it had 2 discs. It had an install disc for like 100 gigabytes, and then it had the play disc for the remaining 50-something gigabytes. And I just played the game on it. It was crazy, guys.
I did that too. I do own a physical copy of Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't picked it up ever since I got mauled by a bear.
Oh, in the game.
I was like, what?
No, if I got mauled by a bear in real life, then what? Is my force? Is my force going to on stream?
You walk out of GameStop and you're just like, wow, I can't wait to play this game. And then just a bear comes from off screen. It takes the game.
I'm very bad at wording things sometimes. I don't know why.
No, that was just my retardation. I was just like, oh, wait, what? I got mauled by a bear. It took me a minute to connect that, like, oh yeah, it's Red Dead. That happens.
John needed a cigarette after that stream. Oof. Nah, man, you need a cigar. Like J. Jonah Jameson.
Or Wolverine. Go fuck yourself.
Anyway. I was, as the kids say, gassed when I finally got my hands on Red Dead Redemption 2. Already we are having problems because we're immediately trying to do that. How do you do, fellow kids?
I'm old, but is that something kids say when
I have legit never heard somebody say that.
Anticipating something? That doesn't make any sense.
No, I've not. That's...
It took them 8 years to say that. I like the story in Red Dead Redemption 2, but I hated the wanted system. Seriously, the game acts like it's modern day California. Hunting deer, wanted. Self-defense, wanted.
It does have a little bit of a wonky defense system. My main criticism is it was kind of like too not hand holding. I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Like almost archaic. Like it hardly had a fast travel system. You had to like basically like buy that. I mean, I like the game. I would rate the game pretty highly overall. I mean, it's probably like a 4 out of 5 for me. It's I really like it. But
I
yeah,
mean, I
criticism
haven't.
would probably be the wanted system and the kind of the travel system, I suppose.
I feel like the problem is the game does try importing far too many mechanics. Like you got to watch your weight and stuff like that, or it affects your gameplay. And I'm like, I didn't have to worry about this crap when I'm playing Red Dead Redemption, the first one.
Oh, another benefit of getting it physically, since I got it at release, they hadn't patched shit yet. So there was some gold bar glitch you could do, and I made sure to disconnect my PlayStation 4 at the time from the internet. And I collected a bunch of gold bars, went and cashed them all in, and had unlimited money for the whole game.
Damn. Nice.
It actually
did the same thing on
California,
Elden.
indeed, especially in how it treats its self-defense.
Elden Ring like majorly nerfed this one thing, and I did the same thing where I heard about the patch online, and then as soon as I started my PS5, it started trying to auto download the update that was going to totally nerf my character, and I was like, nope, disconnect from the internet. And then I played it just completely with the broken build until I beat all the hard bosses.
Oh shoot, I forgot. Arachnid Youth is currently streaming. Damn it. That's why he's late. Oh, my bad.
Oh.
Yeah, he's doing a gaming stream at the moment. I forgot to promote that on my channel. I feel like a crappy friend.
See, I was gonna do that, but I just put your show first. And also I was only gonna get in like 30 minutes, so
We're canceling you.
Oh yeah, John is doing Pixar gaming stream marathon.
I'm struggling a bit with cars, to be honest with you.
I heard that's not actually the sequel, the two games that come after it are really good. Like not just as movie tie-in games, but as racing games in general. So you're gonna have a better time with those than you are, because I have Cars 3. I play it with my brother a lot, mostly because we just love watching sentient cars blow the hell up. But yeah, I can attest.
You're murdering them.
Well, you technically do that in Cars 2, because I mean they literally show carnage. I'll see myself out.
Yeah, we're ending the stream now.
Bro,
shortest stream in history, 8 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, the one I gotta clip it because I was doing a track where you're going around in kind of a figure 8 and there's a jump. So the people that are way behind you are jumping like in a cross pattern with where you're jumping. So one of the guys that was way behind, I was in the lead. He hits me. My car starts like flipping end over end, and then it just keeps doing it in perpetuity. I'm like, what's happening? I can't drive.
Damn it, I can't believe I missed that.
I just stared at the camera from I'm like,
Kazakorn sub just popping in as a new step. Well, thank you. And by the way, may I say that your profile picture of Archie Comics Sally Acorn is terrifying, because Archie Comics just makes me want to run, scream, and hide.
He's like, that's my face.
Hey, no. I like Sally.
It's not that. It's Archie Comics. The Archie Comics is where sanity goes to die, as well as your will to live.
Oh dear.
Oh, hey, Arachnid Youth, welcome to the stream, man. Sorry about that. Damn it, I forgot you were still streaming.
Were you winning, son?
Good. I meant to end the stream 30 minutes earlier, but there was a disturbance in the wasteland that I had to take care of. Anyway, sorry I'm late.
Dude, what were you playing?
Fallout 4. It is so fucking fun.
The sheriff guy that always comes and bothers you, and he's like, hey, there's you gotta go take care of this settlement or whatever.
I probably need to talk to him at some point.
My brother just platinumed the Resident Evil remake today.
Oh, nice.
He likes it. He just wishes he didn't have to play it so many times just to get everything.
That's why I didn't shoot for the platinum on that one. When I was playing through Resident Evil games last October, and I was like, I just don't have time to play through the same game 6 times or whatever. Especially when you get on the harder difficulties, it's gonna take longer.
I've been going through the Toy Story 2 game and the Toy Story 2 game, and I've been playing Star Wars: The Clone Wars, the Xbox game.
Oh, both of those are good.
Oh, nice.
I went through a Star Wars marathon before some stupid Disney Star Wars project. I was taking advantage of the algorithm. I was playing all the ones that were on the classics, and I was like, damn, this like Clone Wars game, everybody always talks about the Revenge of the Sith game, but like this one's actually pretty good. There's a lot of vehicle combat in it. They have a whole story from like the beginning of the Clone Wars where like
it connects to the tales of the Jedi. It connects to the tales of the Jedi comics because you get Ulic Queldroma.
Oh yeah,
in it.
That game was awesome.
Yeah. Archie comics are that bad. The only thing they made was good was that Mega Man comics. Oh, the Archie Sonic comics are legendarily terrible. They literally quote a Nazi speech, but they replace like all the Jews with hedgehogs and rabbits, and it's like,
what the fuck?
Are you talking about the old ones?
I'm talking about the old ones.
Ken Pender's time.
I think that was Ken Pender's.
Yep, that explains it.
Ian Flynn wasn't much better, and he still isn't any better. He's the Dave Filoni of Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh God,
Oh, there it is. Decrepit knew it. There's a settlement that needs your help. I'll mark it on your map.
Thank you.
I've seen the meme. It's so funny where it's like people are posting comments from like Pornhub and shit, and they're like, "Hey, quit gooning. There's a settlement that needs your help."
I think I have. I think mine is. I think I have Fallout 2 or 3, and I've only played it like maybe briefly.
I played New Vegas. It is really fun, but I have to go back and replay the game because I originally played on the Xbox 360 when a friend of mine's gave me her copy that her brothers weren't playing anymore, and the disc got scratched, and then I lost the Xbox 360. So
you lost the whole console, or it died.
Well, it kind of got taken from me, and I never got it back.
Okay. Oof. I had that happen once when I lent God of War to somebody in middle school, and then they never returned it.
Yeah.
But even if I got the console back, the fucking disc got scratched.
Mine was the one where there's a settlement that's built around a nuclear bomb that's just sitting there that you can disable or trigger if you want to.
Oh, Fallout 3.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. If I wanted to be a major asshole, I would be like,
yeah, I blew that shit up because they were going to give me a nice room. So I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
Arachnid the bounty hunter has finally arrived. The world is Dio.
Oh, yeah, because he was in the stream with me when I was playing co-op.
I believe that's a JoJo reference, his name, Brandon.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch
Dio's power is Zawaldo.
I was literally just spamming that when I was taking jet. Stop Platinum! Zawaldo!
New Vegas is the best one. Decrepit says New Vegas is the best Fallout game.
Haven't played it. I played 3. I platinum 4.
I would agree because the radio. Solely because of the music on the radio. I fucking love the music.
That's part of the reason why I like GTA 3 the best, because it has the funniest radio stations. Chatterbox, and it's such a great time capsule too. When they have the Dormatron, and it's like, I tried everything to lose weight, cutting off fingers, sewing my mouth shut, locking myself in the closet for days on end. And then the husband is like, yeah, everything except eating right and exercising, Porky.
I remember.
God, they used to be so funny.
At the time, I was writing for a now defunct video game website. I wonder why. This is Polygon that I'm getting this from.
You're going to cause another website to go defunct, you idiot.
This is the Polygon is the same website that complained about Spider-Man working for the Deep State in PS1. No, in PS4 for restoring the towers.
Oh,
yeah, that was Polygon.
The other controversy with that was that he was too friendly with cops in the first Insomniac Spider-Man, where people got mad about that. They're like, why are you supporting the cops?
Does anyone forget that Jean D. Wolfe was a literal ally of his and even wanted to be his girlfriend?
Miles Morales' dad is a cop, so anybody who's like a Miles fan should like be okay with cops. Like that's those old stories that he's a good guy.
Oh wait, Arachnid, you're
gonna French when I. Yeah, please excuse my French when I say this because it's the only way I can get my point about this across. I seriously fucking hate ACAB niggas because they ruin everything. Because what the fuck do you mean you don't want the vigilante working with the police when that's literally his fucking job?
I also hate ACAD Nimrods.
And in celebration of one of the most anticipated games of all time launching, we were given the day off. Oh, geez, I wish that happened at my workplace. In hindsight, with 8 years of industry experience under my belt, that's a baffling decision, but I wasn't complaining at the time. Unfortunately, within a few hours of slogging through the snow, setting up camp at Horseshoe Overlook, and discovering Valentine, I was bored out of my skull.
Oh, dude, it has a slow beginning, but it's setting up a fucking 80-hour game or whatever. Like,
And
it can
yeah,
take
it was
an
like
hour or two to get set up.
setting up a bunch of the mechanics.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I don't like how overcomplicated some of the mechanics get. I don't want to be self-conscious about my weight in a video game. I already have problems with that in real life.
Oh, it can certainly run too long. I remember Twilight Princess got a lot of crap for having a super long tutorial kind of stage. And then, but I still think that was good for kind of building atmosphere and giving you the hero's journey of like simple farm boy. But then, what was the other one? Oh gosh, I just had it on the brain and then it left. Oh gosh, I forget. But there's a lot of games like that get criticism for like having kind of slow beginnings, but a lot of times it's setting up a really huge game, and it's like, well, even if I don't like this, it's like 1% of my experience, so I'm not going to dock it too much for this.
It's a lot better than say Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings on the Wii, which has a tutorial for literally every damn hand movement you can make.
Oh, I remember what it was. I think it's Final Fantasy 13, and I forget if it's a 13-hour or a 30-hour tutorial that everybody makes.
Whoever criticized Twilight Princesses, whoever criticized Twilight Princess is immediately wrong.
Oh yeah. Well, they're just like, oh, I'm spending so much time herding and stuff. I'm like, it's called building Link's character. He's like going from simple.
With the way video game journalists play video games, something as short as I'm betting a lot of these tutorials aren't as long as they say they are. It's just that they're so bad at video games, it takes forever. Remember the infamous Cuphead? I must be
reminded of the Cuphead incident.
Yes, the Cuphead incident. I heard that game's apparently getting a sequel.
Oh.
Oh, no Pyro. There we go.
Yes, the new father is here. Hey, Pyro.
All right.
Black Suit Spider-Man. It's this is one of my version of Arachnid Youth.
Black Suit Scarlet Spider. That is downright awesome.
Oh, I just bought for a ridiculous price Spider-Man Web of Shadows on the PS3.
Damn it!
Nice.
I don't have a copy yet.
And everything.
At my local game shop, they had a signed copy of Web of Shadows from the voice actor for Spider-Man. I should have got that shit. I don't know if they still have it.
And I also
what console was it? 360?
It was delisted.
I believe it was 360, yeah.
Nah, come on. I need a copy of the 360 version. I don't have a PS3 yet.
I don't have a 360 anymore, but I definitely should. I definitely would have gotten it just to keep it as a collector's item.
Especially since that actor is hilariously funny. Given his bad delivery.
I also bought the Deadpool game. I was basically buying all the games that people were like, these were all delisted from all the digital stores.
Right. I think I've seen the Deadpool game at my GameStop.
Luckily, they at least remastered that one, so the aftermarket is not quite as ridiculous. There's a few more copies because they brought it out on PS4 and Xbox One and all that.
Listen, I'm not just hating to be contrarian
for the repackaged version.
For the sake of it. I wanted to love the game. The original Red Dead Redemption had me weeping during that unforgettable, devastating final scene. The scene where you shoot the guy responsible for shooting your dad.
I guess. I think maybe he's referring to whenever John Marston dies.
But that's not where the story ends.
I know, but he might not have even realized that because he's probably a fake gamer. He's probably like, oh, well, that's the end of the game. Bye-bye.
And Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of my all-time favorites too, so I was all set for Rockstar's next major outing to blow me away. Arguably it did, but not in the way I was expecting. At the time, Red Dead Redemption 2 was one of the most detailed games I had ever played. The world felt alive. The world felt alive. The story was gripping. The characters were entertaining, personable, and sometimes even relatable. And technically, it's a masterpiece. Take hunting, for example. 178 different kinds of animals, each with different habitats and behaviors. Many of them require bait to attract them while you lie in wait. Oh, dear God, I wouldn't be able to work with this. I'm very impatient.
Yeah. There's some... For people who like... I feel like there's some games that are designed to be like your only game. Like you have to spend all your time in there for like a year.
I really don't like those.
And I never end up doing that. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, the reason I sold it is because I played all the main story. I played all the like major side quests, I would say, like anything that had any sort of indicator on the map, I was like, I'm going to go do all these named side quests. But all the little extra things of like collect all this stuff or hunt every animal, I was like, I'm good. I don't need to check every list.
The only thing I'm doing that for is Undead Nightmare, just to get the unicorn.
Yeah, it's more or less better if you just want something to do after the story.
Yeah,
because some of those side quests actually do have branching parts after the end game when you're playing as John. Because you run into some of those NPCs later. If you help them as Arthur, you can talk to them again as John, and they'll remember him.
Gotcha.
Right. Oh yeah, and you can meet the mysterious man as John as well, hinting his own death.
I remember. Yeah, there was in the first. Well, actually, I got to play through Undead Nightmare this October because I have the remastered version physically. Of Red Dead Redemption 1. And I believe that includes the Undead Nightmare DLC on there.
I do have that too.
That is pretty fun.
Oh, that'll be fun to play in September, October, whenever horror season hits.
Chase Hedge, welcome to the stream, man. I actually can imagine this journalist turning off the game after Marston dies because they assume the game ended there.
A tragic ending. And they got to get out the reviews too. So they're just like, as soon as they think that it's over, they're like, oh shit, okay. And back then they couldn't use Chat GDP. So, they were like, shit, I actually have to write. Oh no.
The problem is that with Rockstar leaning so far into realism, Red Dead Redemption 2 may be impressive, but it isn't fun.
It is fun. I mean, I have my criticisms. I'm like, I think the shooting is a little bit clunky and archaic, but like, it's still fun. It's still fucking fun to ride the horses.
Slowly following the scent of
West.
Slowly following the scent of a bear, setting a trap, and hiding in a bush for minutes on end isn't engaging gameplay. That one bear killed me.
Like, but also like, there's patient gameplay. Like, I played fucking Deer Hunter back on the PC back in the day in the late 90s.
I remember that.
Yeah, you literally sat in a stand and waited until you heard the deer noises and hunt in real life. So maybe I'm biased, but it's like, and then I played Deer Avenger, which was a funny game where you played as the deer and you shot hunters. And they all had funny like death animations, like the one that's wearing the deer pelt. The pelt gets off of him and beats him up and then puts him on.
Another example. Which one was that? Deer Avenger?
Yeah, it's called Deer Avenger.
All right, I gotta remember that. Another example is that the looting is astoundingly detailed. The ability to search for every individual drawer and the fact the game doesn't just open an inventory screen in its UI is commendable, but it takes so long. I can attest to that. I literally just kept checking every single damn thing I found.
That's how I was in The Last of Us, but that's because I played on Survivor, where like you actually are supposed it kind of gets you more immersed in the game because you're checking every little drawer and trying to scavenge every little thing and trying to use little resources during fights because you know that you're limited. And it gets you that post-apocalyptic mode,
Various core mechanics of the game are nothing short of clunky too. Take riding a horse, for example. I'm not expecting the same level of precision I'd find when driving a car in GTA 5 because it's a live animal with legs instead of wheels after all. But I would expect the game's primary transport method to be relatively smooth. And while it is easy going across flat, open terrain, making sharp turns, riding across narrow paths, or engaging in combat while on horseback is often frustrating. I can attest to engaging in combat on horseback is occasionally frustrating for me, at least in the first game.
It's all right.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Being unable to keep my attention on the game during these slower moments is most likely a symptom of my ADHD. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah,
you're going to weaponize
your issue.
But in an era when so many people have shorter attention spans anyway, due to short form content consumption and the sheer breadth of entertainment media available, I think Red Dead Redemption 2 falls on the wrong side of that line. With GTA 6 coming before the end of the year, finally.
Fuck that game.
Wait, what?
Fuck GTA 6. I ain't getting it. It's digital only.
the most anticipated.
I don't need you.
The most anticipated game of the entire century, and it's going to be locked on digital.
I really don't get the hype, honestly.
I don't get it. Like GTA 5, the same thing happened.
GTA 5 was so exciting. It was so exciting when it came out, but then like they were kind of just essentially milking it on the online mode, and then same thing happened with Red Dead. Like I think they kind of left Red Dead Redemption 2 out.
They stopped updating that online and everybody got really pissed because it's like basically since GTA 5 is so successful, they were like, well, we're just going to dedicate our resources to this instead. But Red Dead Redemption 2 still had like 40 million plus sales, like more than basically any other game that still supports their online mode. And so they're like, Rockstar, really, you can't just support 2 games. Like you really are like, you're not hurting for money. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, basically.
And
those greedy bastards.
Like people don't the game that really took off the GTA franchise was 3 because it was a generational leap. It came out in 2001, like right when PS2 was getting started in America. And like that was revolutionary. Playing throughout that whole city, it was like a leap that you had never seen. It seems archaic now, but it's like, holy shit, I can drive the whole city, to the point where people from my generation, where like I was 9 years old when that came out, people called every open world game like, oh, it's like GTA, but it's like GTA, but this like it owned the open world genre essentially after that.
Yeah, but now that kind of comparison thing is dead because you get things like Skeleton Crew being like the Goonies.
Well, and you also get so many super detailed open world games now that I think GTA stands out less. Like it really lost kind of its lead in that. Like it used, like even through San Andreas, where it had 3 cities and a whole countryside and everything, like that was another leap. They led the market. I would say even with 4, I'd say 4 was the last like revolutionary one because it got like a more detailed city. It still had the radio stations and everything. Like there was so much personality in that open world. It was so much more than anything anybody had ever experienced through those first, up through GTA 4. I'd say that they were a step ahead of everybody else. And now it's kind of like everybody else is kind of caught up, where it's like you have a Crimson Desert that has like a more detailed open world than GTA has ever had. And I'm sure that GTA 6 will have, I think. So it doesn't stand out as much.
And if rumors are to be believed, GTA 6 will be restricted because you can't even mess with pride parades, supposedly.
Well, that's probably stemming from their behavior with Red Dead, which is one thing I will criticize Red Dead for, because I believe it was the Indians, or I'm sorry, Native Americans, that you like either couldn't attack or you would lose all your karma and shit if you attacked them, and then like you could. But then like there were clan rallies and like you could kill them and like gain karma and stuff. And so they were doing some weird shit with like protecting certain people and like whereas, GTA 3, like you get the hooker to bang you and you kill her and take the money back. It doesn't tell you not to do it if you don't get caught.
Yeah, I'm glad I just played the original. GTA 5 was fun, but online ruined everything. If you want to know what happens post-story, you have to play online.
Oh, yeah. They promised single-player DLC whenever it first launched, and they didn't launch the online until a month later after release, which they're apparently going to do with this one, too, because they kept talking about the single-player. But
that comparison is what killed the Saints Row franchise.
Well, Saints Row used to differentiate itself by being the ridiculous one. They were kind of like the early GTA games that were a little bit more silly. Whenever GTA started going more realistic.
Yeah.
And then like I would say like Saints Row 2, that was still genuine. 3, it was probably starting to get a little bit too self-aware, kind of like the Fast and Furious movies where they started trying to top themselves each time and until it got too silly. Yeah. And it's like at first that works, like you're kind of playing into like, yeah, let's have no rules, let's be really like over the top and everything, but then you start going like, oh, look at how silly we are. Like you start getting too self-aware,
All right. Please debate Dyad in the Force. I would love to see every point of there.
I somebody always want debates.
I mean, it's funny.
Oh shit. You're back.
Arachnid getting called. J. Jonah Jameson's calling him out.
I can only hope Rockstar dials back to realism a touch. Their flagship series has always been much more comical and over the top than its cowboy themed sibling, and since it's set in the modern era, The world will be moving at a faster pace anyway, but finding that balance between entertainment and realism will be crucial. I'd love to get.
Don't forget too, they in the PS in the current gen, the 9th gen version of GTA 5, and I believe they patched this out of the last gen version. They took out all the trans jokes. Like, you used to be able to beat these like cross dressers up outside of the strip club, and then they were like, "Oh, that's not reflective of the world we live in today, so let's reverse it."
I'd love to give Red Dead Redemption 2 another. Oh wait, did you find something else, John?
Well, speaking of changing games, have you? I don't think it had come out last week. So have you covered Persona 4 at all? Do you have anything for that? The Persona 4 remake?
No, I did not. I
can grab something for it. So
right. No problem. No problem. But I have not played Persona at all. So
neither have I. But I heard about the story, and I know people that have.
Christopher Barker was listening to a CD before clicking to stream. Hey, no problem, man. Physical media all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to give Red Dead Redemption another go, time permitting. As I say, I think it's a wonderfully crafted game, but by and large, I play games to enjoy myself. Red Dead Redemption 2's mechanics, while spectacularly realistic, are far too cumbersome. Since it launched as a console exclusive, I also haven't revisited on PC. With a mouse and keyboard and maybe a few mods installed to improve the experience, perhaps I'll finally understand why it's considered by so many to be one of the best games of all time. For now, the most I can say is that it's one of the best technical achievements of all time, but it's not a very good video game. Interesting.
John, you might know this, but have you played Red Dead Revolver?
I have not. I have it downloaded.
Oh,
what do I have that on? I got that downloaded on one of my PlayStation. I think it's.
That is such a.
I think it came out on the classics for the modern one. Either that or I have it on the PS3.
Okay, I was just wondering.
I know it's more arcadey, right? Like it's got
it's more of a story-driven kind of thing, but it's
that's the funny thing. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption was a sequel technically.
But yeah, Red Dead Revolver is a classic. It's more of a spaghetti western kind of thing. I think Clint Eastwood.
Okay.
I think I saved it to. Yep. Oh no, wait, that's John. How far back did I save the? Or did it not go to it at all?
Use the Force, Brandon.
No, that's June 28th. Damn it! What the hell happened to the article I sent about Supergirl? Damn it! Oh, never mind. It was something else. My dad sent me an article about Microsoft. Okay.
Oh no.
Arachnid Youth's on the phone with his girlfriend. Okay, he'll be back.
Bring her on the stream.
If she wants to.
No, force her. Obviously, only she wants to. He had to say that as if he's like going to hold a gun to her and be like, "You will go on stream."
All right. So, okay, give me a second to pull this because. So I decided it would be really funny because because with all the Supergirl discourse that is still going on, by the way, because people are bawling and crying their eyes out because the movie bombed at the box office.
I commented this on Gary's stream when he was watching Ghostbusters 2016 last night for some godforsaken reason. But he's I was like, I went to buy tickets for My Neighbor Totoro tomorrow, which is a fantastic film. Everybody should see, although I think it might be tangentially Disney might have the distributing rights in the US. I'm trying to remember now. But anyways, I love Studio Ghibli. They're Japanese. They're not really connected to Disney, especially in 1985 when they made this. But anyways, I went to buy tickets for that, and I'm like, wow, the theater's half sold out. I wonder how Supergirl's doing, because it had 5 screenings the same day. Over the Supergirl's 5 screenings, there were a total of 3 seats sold. Meanwhile, for My Neighbor Totoro, there were 16 seats sold the same day. A 40-year-old movie that is available on streaming was selling over 5 times as much as the new movie that is not available. So yeah, Hollywood, streaming is definitely the problem. It's definitely not that your films are super shit. Nobody wants to see them.
How far back did I save that stupid? All right, so this is High
Speaking
Siege.
of Supergirl, I finally watched the movie yesterday.
Yeah.
It was ass.
What? You're a sexist?
All right, so here's ICHD trying to defend Supergirl a bit. He probably made a video talking about them. Give me a second.
By the way, I'm not going to go into looks or anything because I don't really care about that. But her acting is so horrible I got that in this film.
Just in case.
I feel like with all the culture stuff, people haven't talked about it, but like on my like thing where I'm streaming it or doing a watch along of it with the time bar, essentially streaming of it. I'm like, yeah. I was like, holy shit, her dog is dying and her face hasn't changed from this. This is literally like she's so horribly one note the entire time. And yes, just like kind of bland, like smarmy face the whole time. It's like, holy shit.
Oh no, SK is going to be mad at you. I already ripped into SK last week. I'm giving him a break because he's currently going through some shit.
Every negative thing you've heard about the movie is actually, if there's, apparently, I think the one thing some people either did not mention or kind of overlooked is that Ruthie actually wasn't trying to kill Krim for revenge. At least not at the end, towards the end of the movie. She legitimately wanted Krim gone just so he wouldn't jail. Supergirl is the one that actually just kills him for revenge.
Well, as Mahler deemed Krim and why it was okay to kill him, he's like, he's rape Hitler. Why would you not want to kill him? He literally runs an abduction ring for women.
Speaking of streaming, Tubi's actually pretty cool. It had a lot of well-known movies on there, among other things. Oh yeah, I think they recently.
It has old school Doctor Who, I believe. I started watching that on there.
Okay, I got a sub to that. I've been looking to watch Doctor Who.
The thing with Tubi is you don't pay for it; it just has ads. And so you don't have to do any subscriptions or anything. All
right, that's fine.
It's like old school TV kind of in a way where you're just like, oh yeah, I'm going to have a commercial break every few minutes.
Oh, thank God. Except advertising these days really needs.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. I'm just saying modern advertising really needs to take a lesson from the 90s.
Yeah.
Billy Mays here. Wait, going out on double the offer.
Up on Sonic X.
Oh God, no!
Oh,
I'm not done yet.
That's the edgy one, right?
But I'm not.
I hate
no, it's
that
still Billy
show.
Mays. It's literally just one of the ads. He's like, but I'm not done yet. But yeah, I remember I was trying to catch up, or at least finish out Sonic X. I hope it's still there. I think I got to like the second season when Chris came back. I'm like, why would you do that, Chris? You should stay gone.
I need to watch those old Sonic shows. I know there was like
he's a lot.
I can't.
To be fair, Chris is a lot better in like the Japanese dub. Like, I
don't
know what
of course.
They did
Japan,
in the English dub.
Japan gets Sonic more than America does, and that's because they invented the damn character in the first place.
If I start playing a bunch of Japanese games, I can be John Gets Japan. Which
Sonic X is still there. It also has Adventures, Saddam, and Underground. Adventures is like the only show I actually really like. Yes, that is probably the hottest take I could ever have for Sonic the damn Hedgehog.
And somebody mentioned it earlier, but about how DVDs. It was Christopher Barker. DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks over garbage streaming. This is really true. Like especially with sound. And streaming will say that it's 4K, but it's actually not. Like the bit rate is really bad. It like has to essentially go through a funnel with resolution and like hope that your internet is constantly good. And even then it's not as good. Buy Blu-rays for as long as you can, because with Sony shutting down that plant or repurposing it for the AI shit, it's like they're going to probably get more expensive and harder to come by even for movies and stuff. Because they were making like 600,000 Blu-rays at that plant a day. It was like, it's going to get a lot harder to come by them, even for movies and everything. It's all kind of connected.
Oh dear. Interestingly, you can call this movie Islamophobic due to the whole trafficking situation.
Islamophobic, but yeah.
Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated is getting a Blu-ray by Warner Archive. Interesting. I have no desire to watch it. Sonic X is relatively speaking,
Mystery
but Chris is
was actually a pretty decent show.
Yeah. But Chris is overall a huge turnoff for this. All the humans in that show are basically a huge turnoff. They're literally the worst characters in the damn show.
And that's not the one where he likes chili dogs, right? That's the darker one.
No, him liking chili dogs is Adventures primarily. I think Saddam references it a couple times. I don't know about Underground because I could not get through the first musical number because I cannot stand the idea of Sonic the Hedgehog singing. And it's brought back in Sonic Boom, but I don't want to watch that show because all the designs make me want to take this one Q-tip and push it into my ear farther than the recommended amount. Because, oh dear God. Warner Archive is also doing Looney Tunes Collector's Choice Volume 3. Woo!
Ooh, I wonder if it has the Bugs Bunny beating up the Japanese guy one in it.
Or the Indians. Or Native Americans.
Or the Black Hunter. One of the censored 11. Why is this muted?
She has sort of a trailer trash looking.
Oh, she looks way better here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd say she's average. I just don't get into that whole thing. I'm just like, yeah, she's not like beautiful. She's not like butt ugly. It's just like whatever.
You're fine.
It's really not important, and the movie is horrible enough on its own.
Yeah, I get it.
Face. She looks like a product of incest.
Wait.
Oh dear, what? Who?
What?
So, the person he's reacting to, since this is a clip from the stream.
What?
Of course,
I
he's
thought
going
that
to
was
take some
Steve for a
extremist to.
What? Wait. What?
Ah, bro, she looked like a kid. Guys, she looked like
kid?
a kid, bro. What?
Oh Jesus, these weirdos that.
Supergirl is young. Like no way. Like she doesn't look like a kid. What?
People have a weird
What's going on?
perception about that shit because, like, I remember somebody telling me that, like, they're like, "Oh, Eve from Stellar Blade, the new one looks like a kid because Eve from the first game looked like she was like 18." I'm like, "What the fuck? No, she doesn't. She looks like 25 to 30 to me." I mean, it depends a little bit on the hair that you put on, but like, people are always trying to pull that weird card.
It's
and
because
like,
she's a short woman. Of course, short women don't exist to these people. If you're below like the average height for like an adult, you're basically a child. So
and like women on average are
I'm,
pretty
like,
short.
5'3".
Yeah, like guys, the average I believe is it's like either 5'8"
The
or
average
5.
for men is like 5'4".
This is why,
Oh,
for the
really?
most part, men play basketball more than women do. I think.
Well, women still play it. They just overall, yeah. But I mean, like as far as like a league go, I don't know how many teams are the WNBA, but nobody watches women's basketball. I mean, probably except for Kate and Clark, I guess.
The only women's sport anybody watches is volleyball, and it's totally not for the reason you think.
Beach volleyball.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Guys, we're
Misty May
Back with
and
another
I forget
YouTube.
the other chick's name, but
What
they were a
about
really
mud wrestling?
popular
That's a good
team for
one.
the U.S. Well, they used to watch WWF wrestling before whenever they had water balloon fights and spanking matches and stuff like that. It was
makes me
good
question
times
this-
back in the late 90s, early
they actually
2000s.
This is making me question my desire to go watch those old shows.
You should want to watch them more. It was awesome.
I mean, it had Hulk
And-
Hogan.
Holy cow, The Rock in the Attitude Era would roast Stephanie McMahon, who's the daughter of the owner. And whenever she was dating one of the wrestlers, and he just goes, I was about to wager 5 minutes with your wife, but everybody's already had 5 minutes with your wife, Triple H. It's shit they would never say today.
Right.
It's so funny, the roast that they do of her.
video.
Oh.
So a few days ago, me and
Oh
Chad.
God, Injustice
I
2.
just remember the one funny clip where he just goes, "Shut up, bitch."
Oh, The
reacted to a
Rock.
bunch
He
of
used to be
li-
cool before you went all virtue signally.
I will give him credit for not opening up about his politics and pissing people off. because
Yeah,
of it.
he's backed off on that now because he got backlash from doing it previously. So who knows? But Yeah.
But now he stars in a crappy Disney live action remake in a crappy wig.
Where he looks like Troy Polamalu.
Of a movie that isn't even that fucking old.
Yeah, 2016.
Like,
it's hard to
Moana
believe it's
came
even
out,
been
like,
10
Yeah,
years.
2016.
That is the last.
It's not that damn old.
That's the last Disney animated movie I believe that I saw in theaters, because I'd seen Inside Out. I know, because that got a lot of hype for being like a legit good movie from Pixar. And then I watched Moana, and I remember thinking this is awkward, like everybody else in the theater as a kid. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do this anymore.
Time to close the window.
Yeah, I'm like, it has some good songs. I still,
I have not seen Moana, the original or the live action remake, and I personally have no desire to do so.
I have no desire to see the live action remake. They got me with the hype on those a couple times, and to be fair, the Cinderella one was good.
But that's because that was the only one. That was the only one that did not take their Disney princess and turn her into a girl boss.
Nope, they gave her Lily James. She was a perfect Cinderella. I mean, I have no idea how the fuck she fit into that dress. It looks fake, but it's actually real. She's just incredibly skinny. And what's his face who played Rob Stark? Richard Madden, I believe is the actor's name. He was a really good prince.
It's a lot better than Emma. It's a lot better than Emma Watson being auto-tuned in the Beauty and the Beast one.
Oh, and that song they added was so bad. And I know she'll never leave me.
Oh God! From Gwen Stacy to freaking
and then they added Belle's mom dying of, I don't know, AIDS or something.
We did not need to know this shit.
It takes on the DCU Supergirl trailer. And, let's just say there were a couple of standouts from the crowd. So this vid is basically a stream highlight of us reacting to those two videos because it was funny as hell.
Would it be hilarious if he actually reacted to any of my streams? Especially since we covered the trailers. That would be fun.
You know what I don't get? Imagine how much work it takes to find the right image to do these little interjections, and it really doesn't add anything to these videos. Him putting his little avatar, whenever he says something pissed off, and it shows mildly pissed off Miles Morales or whoever it is. It's like, why don't you just play the video and just commentate over it at that point?
I'd be fine with it if it was actually their own suit.
Yeah, because you customized your own avatar. I mean, I had the idea of doing this similar style, but with Darth Vader.
It's just weird that I feel like it's a lot of work to not really add much. I don't get much out of that, having it an occasional emote essentially added. To me, it's either film yourself reacting genuinely, or even what are those things called? The animated VTuber thing. You could do that, I guess. That adds a little bit, at least because it's talking. Or it's doing
I was a moderator for a VTuber once.
Or just play the video and just talk over it. I'm fine with that too.
Oops.
Oh, that's John. I thought for a second that was Arachnid Youth again.
It was.
Yeah, it is. I heard it too.
Oh, damn it. Never mind. I saw the green dots going up on John, I thought, and I was thinking, oh, it was John. Whoops.
Smaller creators, I'm not going to link their videos in the description or anything because I don't want them getting harassed or nothing like that. But it was just so funny that
Buddy didn't just... Every time
it's never your responsibility if somebody chooses to go harass somebody.
You can't control your damn audience.
Yeah, that's always a stupid precedent that they try to set, where they're like, "Oh, you're responsible for your." It's like, I can't mind control people. What the fuck do you think I am?
Oh, you can't, John?
If I could,
not yet. I'm working on it, but
if I could mind control people, the world would be a lot better place. And Disney Star Wars would be a thing of the past.
You understand? They want to set that precedent, and they want to say that they want to take these specific actions so that they can say in the future, "Oh, Nerdrotic attacked me," or whatever, because he didn't do this disclaimer. It's it doesn't need a disclaimer. That's stupid.
I had to clip it. Seriously, they tried to go down the Supergirl is ugly route. There were also a few delusional takes in it as well, but
I'm just going to say she just needed to see what a shower looks like.
It is you know, for as much as a lot of guys who say like, "Oh, your personality and your eyes and stuff," a lot of them are bullshitting. If you have big tits, they're probably lying to you, and they're just trying to not comment on that. But
I mean, I would like to say I'm genuine about it.
I will say, for in a lot of instances, personality does factor in, and the fact that Supergirl is so horrible of just an insufferable person throughout the whole movie. I honestly don't know if she is hot or not, because even if she was hot, I wouldn't see it. I'd just be like rolling my eyes so hard I wouldn't be able to see her.
Please, Mr. Anderson, you're garbage.
It does reach there's kind of a critical mass point where you're like, all right, I don't really give a fuck now. Like, I couldn't stand to be around you for more than 5 minutes. What do I care how hot you are?
I can just imagine the bad guy from the first Matrix movie being like, Millie Alcock, you are garbage.
Millie Alcock, you are, comparatively speaking, you are nothing but garbage, yeah.
Good old Randy Savage.
As you can see, one of them said something that was just insane and honestly just weird. If you guys like what you see, be sure to drop a like.
We never like what you see, but okay.
Hype the video. And of course, feel free to tune into the live streams if you want to
remember to hype
like
shit.
This.
I always forget to do that. I have my hype points and I hardly ever use them.
I keep forgetting to advertise my streams sometimes. I literally just forgot to do it for this very stream. And yet somehow I have 14 viewers, assuming that StreamYard's not bullshitting me.
Me directly.
Is it only on YouTube that you're doing it?
What?
Are you only streaming on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, because YouTube tells me, because I have it pulled up on my phone, that it is at 14, yes.
Okay. The actor from Supergirl gives the dude who pretended to be the white girls from White Chicks a run for the money on how obviously masculine she appears to be, and she is a real girl. I mean, there's a reason all those edits exist online.
Look, I've made the joke more than once. I won't lie about the Mad Max kid with the. She does have funny. I think a lot of it is just teeth. She does have. Well,
but
funny. What the fuck is that timing? That's crazy. The tooth advertisement comes up right as I said it's the teeth.
Oh no, I think YouTube's watching us.
No way. Google is monitoring something on my Google phone that I have up while I'm on their site on my computer. No way.
No way.
Oh, God.
I, for one, welcome our new corporate overlords.
The corporate overlords will save us.
Fucking ass, bro. Ass.
Okay, this is the confusing format. You should move your camera over to one of the other corners because you're covering up.
It's okay if you block. It's okay if you block the Miles Morales photo. Nobody likes this character anyway.
Like, at least on OBS, which I do on, you can just click and drag your little camera window and move it somewhere else if you need to move it for some. You know, if you had it there for a game or something, you just got to move it now. Anyways.
Ass. No. I am not
Birdman's video after this. Oh dear God, I want to take another crack at Birdman at some point.
Ooh,
not interested.
You don't want to take a shot at me, little Brandon. I'll go after some other channels. Ooh.
Well, I'd kick you into nuts, but that requires you to have nuts to begin with.
Well, as I told Kino, I mog him. Oh yeah, I'm very secure. I'm only 45 years old. Come on.
God, please do not remind me that the IDW comics of Sonic exist. Don't even remind me that IDW exists.
Guys,
wait, say IDW again.
IDW.
All right, there. That's how I'll keep you from being reminded.
Yay! Oh God, Avery Hodges, shut the hell up.
You know,
so
they do that.
I just came back. Sorry, I just came back. I looked at one of the comments in the chat saying that Critical Drinker hates James Gunn because James Gunn is anti-Trump. When has Critical Drinker ever been pro-Trump? These niggas are just making shit up.
Critical Drinker is Scottish for anybody who doesn't understand. Like, he doesn't. I don't think he really talks about or thinks about Trump most days.
I don't think any of the people they go after really think about Trump as often as they do, because it's like I don't hear Nerdrotics talking about him too much. I don't hear a lot of other people do it. I mean, so it's like it kind of gets down to it's their side, the side of the other people. You know, they always bring up politics into it, and I'm like, buddy, it doesn't even have to do with politics. Can't you just accept that something's shit?
Yeah, well, there's a reason it's called TDS. It's because the people who hate him think about him more than the people who actually like him or are indifferent. Is the funny thing, and so it's like, yeah, and they're pretty politically, not ignorant. I'm trying to think, like abstinent, I guess. It's like they really don't bring up politics very much in most of their content. It's all like
I make it a point not to do it.
Yeah, it's just about the subject at hand. Whereas some people, normally more on the Birdman sphere, I'll say, to give him too much credit, but him and his orbiters that we cover a lot, they're very much like, I feel like their first criticism going into a movie is, how does this line up with my political beliefs? And then I will judge it from there.
I like how the IDW Sonic comics are currently overseen by a dude who was already exposed to have recommended CP to kids in a book recommendation Q&A at the end of one of the issues. Oh crap! I forgot about that. Oh God!
Oh, is this one of the banned books in Florida or something? That's sort of CP.
I can't remember, but I do know that IDW has been trying to slip gay shit into the Sonic comics for a bit. I mean, to be fair, those books were pretty shit to begin with because Ian Flynn was writing them.
Hey, Rogue the Bat, have you ever scissored? The Sonic fandom has enough furries already. We don't need to slip in that sort of shit too.
Oh God, no!
Ah, Justin's
I almost
back.
forgot about you, Brandon. He's back.
You did not almost forget about him. You bring it up every time you come into my stream, Justin.
He is suffering from BDS, Brandon Derangement Syndrome.
Brandon,
Brandon, you've made it when you get your first hater. So
I have plenty of haters. I've got Lucky Kennedy. I have Avery Hodges, Alex Hamilton, Hawkeye Mockingbird. Oh, that guy's especially an idiot. And the problem is, none of you idiots can come after me. You got nothing on me, boys.
I should probably get a soundboard of some board from my streams.
Probably me too. All I have are clips, and I barely use them half the time.
Justin Avarello was just a normal commenter until he got banned.
But yeah, piggybacking off the earlier conversation, like they always have a hard time trying to fight critical drinkers' points. So sometimes they have to fucking flies. Fuck off. They have to basically borderline make shit up to hate.
I mean, we already exposed that with SK last week.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm not a guy who always agrees with him by any means. Like One Piece live action, I gave him a bunch of shit, but I tried to be reasonable. I was like, well, I can see why he'd like it because he's never read the manga, he's never watched the anime. The bullet points of the story are great. That whole can of worms. But it's like, whenever you're just bringing up totally irrelevant things that were never mentioned in the video, his videos are pretty short. It's not like an EFAP where you
Kino Flex kind of did it when Colin was trying to call Critical Drinker out for something that he never said. Oh, it was they were trying to make a point of Critical Drinker saying that Supergirl shouldn't have trauma when it's like he never even mentions the word trauma at all.
Yep.
Right, I forgot about that. Yeah,
it's like I think I can't remember where I seen this from, where I kind of came up with this for myself. They basically make up their own ghosts to fight.
A straw man, yes.
Scarecrows, basically.
Yeah, that's the basic argument: is that you make up an argument to fight against because you don't have anything that they actually said to fight against.
Nice. They peed on. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow!
They peed.
Wow.
The dog peed on the newspaper. What did you scream? This just seems.
I think it's
forced.
kind of obvious the guy he's reacting to is being over the top on purpose.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you got it. You kind of have to be on YouTube. That's how you get the clicks.
I mean,
Well,
you're being
either-
a little over the top too, SK. Like, I don't think you actually thought that this was that funny.
Oh, this is Arachnid
That's not
THG.
SK.
Or I'm sorry.
That's not SK. SK has not shown his face on his own accord.
Ah, shit.
But IC is basically like a fucking SK clone.
Oh no.
I've been having issue with that sword guy from your live stream. I demand an explanation for his behavior. He claims you two are friends. I am not responsible for anyone's behavior,
is
and I
sword?
do not, and I can't explain the behavior of some random idiot who clearly has a mental disorder.
Mm.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
here,
he's
all
some- he-
across all of our channels, we do not condone harassment of individuals we talk about on this channel, even
We
if
just
we
make
personally
fun
do
of
not
them.
like them ourselves.
We just
Nope.
we just make fun of him and move on with our day.
And I'd like to kind of like the president is not that you have to always put a disclaimer or you are responsible. The precedent is if you actively encourage or if you explicitly state to go do something, then you are responsible. Short of
Yeah.
that, you're not responsible. People have free will, and like making fun of someone has never been a condonement on like going to bother them.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Like that's the kind of like
Like, I'm
I
not
don't
going
know,
to
just
encourage people
standard
to
I'd
go.
like to shift.
I'm not going to encourage people to go raid a stream or whatever, even though that probably would be really funny. But
Yeah, at worst, you can say like Grizzy does, where he's like, go comment respectfully, and ask them this question.
yeah, I'm not responsible for anyone's actions.
It's
so.
like if you explicitly ask someone to do something, and even then he's asking someone to do something respectfully. The only time that somebody would be responsible, and this is a hypothetical, I know somebody will, maybe clip this, but it's like, go harass this guy. Like, then you'd be responsible. It's like short of that, it's like if you never say anything to encourage that, I'm not going to assume that you're encouraging it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wow! What? Stupid! Wow! James Gunn, really? Really, bro? This is what you're turning DC into? This is Guardians of the Galaxy, bro. Everything was Guardians of the Galaxy vibe.
Nobody
He's
was
not
wrong
wrong.
about that.
he's not wrong. As somebody that actually watched the movie myself, it literally just
And
felt
John
like
did too.
it literally
Yeah.
just felt like Guardians of the Galaxy with a Supergirl coat of paint. A very
And you
flimsy
could tell it
Supergirl
from the
coat of
first
paint.
trailer, like that he had his fingerprints all over it. I know everybody likes to deflect and say, well, he didn't direct this one. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
but
if-
guess who's writing the damn paycheck and paying
Yeah.
for
James
this?
Gunn.
and they
Thank you
literally
very much.
admit, especially with that final needle drop, they're like, oh, that was James's idea. It's like, oh, well,
It's
that's
even
probably
in
just
Supergirl's fucking outfit. Like, notice how she's got the long brown trench coat and
Yeah.
like the headphones that really.
Oh yeah, people were making comparisons to Peter Quill.
Yep. Oh, she does.
Yeah.
She definitely. I mean, the jacket and the headphones and just the general kind of attitude and even the
The
song
mannerisms.
selection. It's like very 80s kind of centric. Like at worst, like she arrived on Earth like a couple of years before in the story. So at worst, she'd have like an earbud in or something. Like she is not a retro child. At least Peter Quill, it made sense. He came from the 80s and like early 90s,
Yeah.
Well, Gunn ruined him
I
too.
think it would make more sense if Superman would be into that since he grew up in that time frame.
Yeah, and he was in Kansas,
Tara.
which, like, as a guy who grew up in a rural area, like rural areas, like trail
Typically are a
behind.
bit behind at times.
Yeah, you get older technology, you get older shit. You don't have internet that's as fast, whatnot. So it's like, okay, Superman, I could understand if he was like a 90s / early 2000s kind of guy.
Oh god, we do not need Superman to be wearing a mullet again.
Bring back
Like when he
Superman
fought
with a
Doomsday,
mullet.
like when he fought Doomsday the second time, I believe he had a mullet.
Yeah.
Hey, Mecca G75. Sorry to hear that you had a pretty crappy day.
Ugh. I had that shite
I'ma show y'all
time at
something.
work.
Real quick. First time me watching this, man. Guardians of the Galaxy.
He just pointed at a spaceship bus and said Guardians of the Galaxy.
He also showed Supergirl wearing the damn trench coat, very similar to Peter Quill, man.
I like how the response is to just repeat whatever they're talking about is saying and say it in a snobby tone, like they're making a point. No, nigga, I'm sorry. I keep saying that. I'm so sorry. No, you fucking moron. You're not making a point. Can you actually address the fucking point?
No.
You know, I can turn the light on, right?
It's fine. Yeah, again, it's fine if you don't like the trailer. But this was clearly...
It's okay if you don't like the trailer for the reasons I allow you to not like it.
I hate it when people do that. Like,
that's essentially what SK, High CHD, and a bunch of other these frauds do.
And what's crazy is that the people who were shitting on the trailer were right. Like, the movie is dog shit.
There's this one YouTuber I know, Just Stop, who is getting... He just destroyed his career because... He talked about how it wasn't that he liked Supergirl or anything, but he wanted it to succeed so Critical Drinker could be proven wrong. So
that is absolutely the dumbest reason you could want a project to succeed despite someone.
Like
never
the guy
make something out of spite. It's never going to work out like you wanted to.
I used to respect him, but I lost all respect for him when he said that. And oh god, he's been getting trashed by everybody. Like his career is basically over after this. I don't know how.
Never make like a project or boost a project to spite someone or to spite a group of people. If you hear somebody go, "Oh, this is pissing off the right kind of people," it's gonna fail.
Yep.
Clearly, just screaming for no reason. This is obviously a forced reaction.
This man, wow, god awful trailer, bro.
God awful trailer, bro.
From the action sequence.
Okay. By the way, would he have this same reaction if the guy was like, "Great trailer. Oh, we are so back. Let's go." Like, would he be like, "Oh, you shouldn't react as much to a trailer, man"?
I bet you any amount of money he would not care if he was like having a positive reaction. Yeah, he wouldn't be in this video if he had a positive reaction.
That's the thing.
If he was having a shillgasm, High CHD wouldn't care.
Nope. And that's the standard that I always hold it to. It's like, if you're going to say don't judge a film by its trailer, you don't judge a film either way. You don't just call it out when it's negative, because this is their marketing. This is what they're choosing to show. I take that as it is indicative of the whole product. It is a snippet to demonstrate the whole product.
A preview, a taste, if you will.
So it's like, it's kind of like they're like, "Oh, would you like a sample of our wine?" And you're like, "Oh, that sample's really good." And then you get the wine and it's like a piece of shit falls out of the bottle. You're like, "Oh, well, hang on. That's nothing like the preview." Like, that's not what trailers are. Trailers are normally like, they are the sample. They are giving you a little bit of a taste. And then you're going to get the whole bottle later.
But sometimes they lie to you in trailers.
You can make it is far more likely that you make a great trailer off of a shit movie than you make a shit trailer off of a great movie. It has happened. There are exceptions.
Like Transformers 1.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking of the first Suicide Squad movie where they had a really interesting looking trailer. And then by the time the movie came out, they had the trailer company hired to edit the movie. And it was like, oh no.
Unironically, I actually did enjoy the first Suicide Squad movie.
Really? Oh no.
Hey, it was probably for that. It's probably for the one scene of Margot Robbie in a bra.
Honestly, I wish Deadshot and Harley got together.
Would you die for me? No, that's too easy. Would you live for me? Because I have an idea.
Oh, Christ. The less said about that performance, the better.
What was it? Oh yeah, whenever it's that rapper and he's like, he's going up to a Common and he's like, "Oh, you don't want no beef. You don't want no beef." He starts purring like a fucking cat. Oh my god!
Just so I know for next time I encounter him, he's just a troll, correct? Yeah, just ignore him. Assuming you can remember something like that.
Ignore him.
Given how stupid you are.
Hey, Justin might be trying to reform.
Hey, let's not
get
be
his
too mean to
redemption
him.
arc.
I don't trust it.
Holy!
Dog, you so there was like one act. There was 2 action sequences. They were.
How many views does this
barely-
video even
we didn't
have?
even
He's
see-
probably reacting to somebody that's a really small channel that doesn't get much traction.
Yeah, given the quality of the guy's video camera and the the blank state of it, his background, it's like, yeah, it's obvious he's just starting out.
Imagine being nostalgia critic where you could get one of the biggest audiences off of that plain ass background, and then people complain whenever you change it.
Fight.
Stupid.
We ain't even seen the whole fight, bro.
This is so
What?
fake. His whole laugh and everything. It's like you just have to like try to. I don't know. It's like, dude, if you're gonna be pissed off about somebody not liking Supergirl, just be pissed off about it. Don't be like, you got such haters.
All it does is make you look like an arrogant, up your own ass person.
It's like, I'm not the unfun one. They're the unfun one. See, I'm laughing.
Wow.
If he had a little bit of Lobo in there, I don't care. He's drunk. What?
Superheroes drink. I know. News fun.
Okay, yeah, but not a whole lot of them get drunk.
Yeah, and usually there's not a story revolving around the protagonist being fucking inebriated for 90% of the fucking film.
Quite frankly, and this is gonna get me deemed sexist, but whatever.
Oh dear.
The the women being the inconsolable drunks, it's just like not as, it doesn't work as well. It doesn't feel like Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. He's having a few scotches, he's doing that sort of storyline, and he makes very quippy remarks, and I guess it's more of a charisma thing. So like I think the right actress could certainly pull it off. But like Millie Alcock, she just comes off as a really annoying drunk. And so that's why
it comes down to writing.
Yeah. It's like that should not be your personality, and it should not be portrayed as a positive thing either. It's not like, oh, look at her, she's a drunk. That's good because she's an empowered woman because of it. It's like, no, like even with Iron Man, it's like demon in a bottle. Yeah.
Like, oh, isn't this so quirky? Like she's so down on herself, and she's
not like the other girls.
It feels like they're like she's doing it like this to feel something. That's why she's on a planet with a red sun, because she wants to feel something other than despair. That's why she drinks away all of her problems, because she wants to feel something.
She wants to feel something real. That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever said.
Resist the urge to make a sexist make a sex joke. Don't make a sex joke.
I had to resist.
I'll give you something right here.
I had to put the symbiote back.
Flash, big shockers, superheroes drink.
But how many?
That's not what he's insulting. Oh my god, that's not even what the guy, like, as low quality as that guy is. He did not say a superhero is drinking. Oh, this is bad. Like that's not even what he said, dude.
This is bad comedy.
Way. In the comic, she went to an alien
Unironically,
bar.
it is bad.
The comics
comedy.
suck. The comics suck ass too, because Tom King is a freaking terrible writer.
My friend literally just saw the movie and he's like, yeah, this shit sucks. I read the comic and it's fucking dog shit.
Yeah.
Somehow the comic, you don't really have much to work with when it comes to the comic, but you somehow made it worse.
I compared it to Last of Us Season 2 on HBO, where I'm like, the second game sucked. This is somehow even worse.
I mean, when you have somebody, when your lead actress looks like she stuck her face in a beehive.
Hey, I'll say this though. The other actress who played Hawkgirl in that Superman movie,
oh god,
she's pretty good looking. She's actually a nice break. Yeah, Isabella, I believe something, but
she's
well,
fine.
not as Hawkgirl. I mean, she has that mask on. She's doing the face the whole time.
I also can't take her seriously because of how short she is as Hawkgirl.
Oh yeah,
like that just threw me off. Like,
but
we're seriously going with this.
Yeah, at least as Dina, it's like you get a nice break from Ellie. It's like, all right, at least I can look at Dina whenever they're both on screen.
She got superheroes have drank before. Superman has drank before.
Lobo in there. I don't.
Yes, and we all make fun of it because it's hilarious. But that's because Superman 3 at the very least is entertainingly bad.
That is funny.
Superman 4 is Superman 4 is a completely hilarious train wreck to watch. It is way better than Supergirl.
We need Superman to rebuild the Great Wall of China. What do we do? I know. Have him have vision that rebuilds walls. He's just like
Great Wall vision.
Okay,
no,
the
not
original
Darth Gaming.
I got rid of him. I'm not bothering him. We're not going to go after him for reasons I said before stream.
Gotcha.
Angie 23J2P. Hello, Brandon the Awesome. Are you and your friends excited for new Spider-Man Brand New Day?
I am.
I never got into it.
I'm reserving judgment. I am going to see it on the Wednesday because I got the literal last seat at some screening and I used my Cinemark credit, which I have one a month and I haven't been using them very much. So I have a bunch built up. So I'm using one for My Neighbor Totoro tomorrow, which is definitely worth it because Studio Ghibli in theaters, you always notice those nice hand-drawn animation details. But then the other one, I was like, oh, I got a little email here, and it's for a Brand New Day, like early screening on the Wednesday before the Thursday where it premieres. And I'm like, the only seat left was like the very front corner, and I was like, what the hell? I'll take it. At least it's at the end of an aisle.
I would say I'm hesitant because, well, first off, the MCU is complete shit now. They've barely released a good product worth talking about. Like, the only reason No Way Home was any good was because everyone knew Toby and Andrew were coming back.
And they were well incorporated, I'll say that. Like, they were actually given some character and stuff. They weren't just cheap cameos. Like,
the one thing is, Brand New Day could be pretty good all the way out and then ruin itself by putting Peter back with Michelle. Because
it's your chance to abandon Zendaya, please.
Okay. Do you and your friends think Keanu Reeves would play a great Darth Revan? And if you watch Maul Shadow Lord, do you think that pink Twilight Devin will become Darth Talon? Okay, first off, I don't do fan castings very well. I'm not well versed in that because I don't know a whole lot of actors to play specific roles. So, I mean, shoot, I could literally say Sydney Sweeney could play Darth Talon. No, that would seem a little weird, but I don't do fan casting very well. But as for Maul Soy Lord, and I swear to God, if they do make her Darth Talon, there will be riots in the streets because nobody asked for her to be in Disney Star Wars. No one wants her to be in Disney Star Wars.
Brandon, they're not going to make her Darth Talon, or there's not going to be riots in the streets. I'm sorry, because nobody's watching. There aren't going to be enough people watching to make a riot. They've all fucked off at this point.
I'm out. I'm done. Okay, Mecca G, see ya. Brand New Day is going to be dog shit. I mean, I'm reserving
I don't think
judgment.
it's going to be dog shit.
I'm just thinking it could very well shoot itself in the foot because I would say Homecoming could have been a decent movie if they kept Liz around and they had Peter make his own suit at the end of the movie instead of just being given the Stark suit back. Because the whole movie's point was Peter learning not to rely on technology.
Well, and at least he does the final battle without the advanced suit.
I feel like they should have just hammered that point on by having him make the classic suit.
Yeah, they could have done that. As far as I mean, like, I'm literally in a reserve judgment phase because, like, I feel like the trailers have been pretty good, but as we mentioned, you could make a good trailer off a bad movie, and they only kind of tease the whole romance and relationship with Ned, and it's like, how heavily is that incorporated versus how much is it actually going to follow through? It could retroactively make No Way Home worse if they just reverse all the decisions at the end of it.
Homecoming. Well, the thing I would say is the other thing for me is it feels like Brand New Day is very disjointed because you got Spider-Man fighting the Hand. Scorpion is finally showing up. Yeah. You got the Punisher. You got the whole thing with the Hulk. So it's like it feels like there's no main direction that the film has. It's just gonna throw a bunch of shit at the wall and pray something sticks.
Yeah, it is gonna be tough to
which I feel like is going to be the thing with Spider-Man movies going forward, because I think they even did that with Across the Spider-Verse, where it's throw a bunch of shit at the wall and pray something works.
Gosh. Those movies are literally like scene by scene. They're just throw a bunch of shit on the screen and have them talk over it. It's like he's swinging through 30 different Spider-Man and he's like, oh, geez, this is crazy. It's just like, stop trying to overwhelm me with nonsense.
I don't care. He's drunk. Bro, what? Like, guys, this is what DC has become.
What's it become, bro?
I don't.
It's become very shitty.
This is their second movie, and they're like, let's have a derivative character just be lame and unlikable.
And drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's right.
DC used to, I mean, Superman literally is an inspirational figure. And Supergirl to an extent as well. So the fact that you go from a not so great movie that turns Superman into an angry man child to this, it's like, this is our cinematic universe. This is what we got rid of. I mean, to be fair, Zack Snyder wasn't exactly hitting anything out of the ballpark either.
Nope.
But I would say, shoot, where am I going with this? But now with Supergirl, it's like she's a lame drunk person who suddenly decides, oh, I want to go to Earth now and be a superhero, even though nothing in the movie conveys why she would ever want to do that.
No, there's no arc. It's just like, here's our end point. Let's go. And we'll just randomly jump to that at the end of the stream.
What ruined Homecoming was that Iron Man appeared too much. They even had him 2 times in the same poster. Huh.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I could see that. I'm fine with him getting, having like a mentor character, I suppose. But I'm biased towards that because, like, even Batman, like, one of my favorite scenes in any Batman property is Arkham Origins when Alfred says, you can't do it on your own, but it's high time you realize you're a man, not an island. And a man, just like anybody else, has to rely on his friends and his allies.
Well, Peter has a mentor figure in Uncle Ben, but for some reason the MCU was allergic to using him.
Right, and they did make that worse in retrospect because they had Aunt May try to be the Uncle Ben and like die in his place and stuff. Like, I obviously didn't see any of that coming whenever I just assumed that it had already happened, that he had already gotten the great power speech when they recruited him in Civil War.
What's even funnier is apparently people were talking about who should be the new mentor figure for Spider-Man. Like, someone was even pitching around Star-Lord for some stupid reason. And I'm like,
dude's 30 years old at this point. Jeez.
That might work with the actual Star-Lord, but not the movie one.
Yeah, but it's like Spider-Man is infamous for being a loner. Why does he doesn't need a superhero mentor figure?
Well, and I will say Civil War handled that well, where whenever Stark brings up the footage and he had already made the web, the tensile strength of all the web fluid, he compliments him on. Yeah, so at least he did that, like, all on his own, where he made all of his most important gadgets and everything on his own.
Thanks, just a story about women. I don't care, bro.
Oh, he said he doesn't care. He said he doesn't care. He said he doesn't care. He doesn't.
Okay, what's the gotcha there, though?
He does care.
He doesn't care that it happened in the comics. He doesn't care that they're actually following the source material.
The one source material that they'll actually follow as opposed to the vast majority of her source material. We
literally had Linda Danvers, Supergirl, fighting demons in post-crisis, man. We could have had Supergirl fighting demons. That would have been awesome. And if you had the right actress, really hot because her costume was really cool.
Yeah. And then there's the DCAU.
That's the one.
In. Yep. It's like she's had a bajillion different pieces of source material. Why is only this source material legitimate to adapt from for some reason?
Because Tom King was brought on as a comic advisor.
And it's modern, Brandon. So therefore it's the only good thing.
Doesn't give a fuck.
I don't want to see a drunk superhero, bro. What is this? Drunk Master? Wow. Unbelievable. Wait, hold on.
I feel like this is high CHD lowballing, to be honest. Like to a point that I almost don't want to. Oh, for the love of God, shut up.
Homer J. Simpson. Why would you say that?
It's Darth Watts. Like I said, we're not engaging with him anymore.
Oh,
I wasn't sure if that was him or like Justin.
No,
making
it's him.
accounts.
No, it's
Okay.
him. At least Justin was stupid enough to leave his actual damn name in there.
And I told Justin, I said, Justin, if you really want redemption, make an alt account, but then just act normal and be nice for months on end, and then reveal that you were Justin, and maybe you would have a redemption arc. But he couldn't even do that. He had to make his actual name and immediately be weird again.
He's never redeeming himself in my eyes.
I'm like, you got to prove your good behavior for months on end, and then you reveal that you were Justin. But you couldn't behave good at all. So, oh well.
Getting destroyed. Jesus, man. Wow.
Wow, bro. We need a wow counter.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest,
Just
man.
as much as we need a let's go counter for all of you idiots.
I mean, yeah, like this guy's he's just like picking the bottom of the barrel here. It's kind of boring. He's like, okay, this guy's too over the top, and he's just saying wow a lot. Look at him go. Ho, ho, ho,
Yeah.
ho, ho.
I think we should call it there because high CHE isn't really bringing out much.
Well,
damn it.
It's kind of like whenever somebody they'll be like, oh, are you telling me nobody's been sexist towards Supergirl? And then they'll find some comment with like 3 likes, and they're like, oh, see, this guy said that she was ugly. And I'm just like, okay, who cares? There's gonna be some comment. It's the internet.
I got a better one. In defense of Supergirl by Srokatusona. I think.
Oh no, he's got 2 likes, I think.
No, 6 likes.
Oh, 6 likes. Nice.
775 subs. That's 200 more than I have.
Ooh.
Please subscribe to me.
I'll make some bot accounts.
Me not wanting to do anything.
Okay, hang on. I gotta pump up the volume for this one.
Oh, this is in Celsius. That's why it's all red. I was like, why is it all red? It's only 37 degrees. It's not that hot. It's really cold.
The UK heat wave has had me not wanting. The UK heat wave has had me not wanting to do anything, so I forgot how to make videos. Sorry, guys. I did promise several back in May, though, and I'm going to deliver, even if I'm extremely late. And there's no better movie to hearken my return than Supergirl. Because
congrats! You returned to YouTube to cover a really shitty movie.
If that's a phrase, if that inspires your return, then just stop YouTube altogether. There's no better movie to hearken my return than Supergirl. It's like, so everybody's gonna forget about that movie in like 2 weeks. People already have, and everybody's gonna forget about your channel if that's what it's tied to.
I've been disguising myself as a cinephile all my life, when in reality, I'm normal. I'm just like you guys. I love cape shit. What the fuck is a split diopter? And frankly, this was
Well, first off, for the love of Christ, shut up.
I know. The alt accounts are coming in fast and furious.
Ha ha, very funny. Also, by the way, you don't love cape shit if you don't love cape shit if you first off, if you use the term cape shit, and second off, if you like this damn movie, you larper.
The movie I had highish expectations for. Kara Zor-El, and as I will be calling her, Kara, throughout most of this video, I happen to be very attached to certain fictional characters and speak of them as if we are good friends. Yes, I am neurodivergent. How could you tell?
Calling them by their name?
What?
Oh god,
it's not even a nickname.
Normal. That's kind of
normal. If you're gonna treat Supergirl like she's a friend, I highly question your taste in friends, because why would you ever want to be friends with this version of Supergirl?
Yeah, well, in like a more accurate version of like what he's talking about would be like, oh, Bruce Wayne, or I call him Brucey. You gotta have like a nickname or something.
That sounds gay if you're a
guy.
I
mean, yeah, that's still a lame one, but it's like, my point is that you gotta have a nickname of some sort to like say that it's personal or that you're like friendly. Just calling them by their actual name is not friendly. That's just being a normal person.
Yeah,
I mean, he did say he was a normal person.
Marco.
Yeah, but he also said he was
name of
close friends because he called her by her name.
Knight happens to be my third favorite superhero, right after Patrick Batman and the Moon.
The moon.
Please do not insult Moon Knight this way.
Sadly, I don't have a bus of car in my
The
room yet,
goon
but I've
hunts
become
you.
a little obsessed with 3D printing and might take matters into my own hands soon. But Supergirl is the second movie to be a part of James Gunn's new DCU, and
it's a complete and total disaster, just like the first movie was.
We need that clip from Star Trek Picard. An unmitigated disaster.
first movie to not be directed by him, as many of his haters need to be informed.
Oh God! Of course, he has to say.
The people who point that out are saying that it looks just like one of his movies. We all know it's not directed by him. It's directed by his little stooge.
It might as well have been directed by Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
I've been hyped to see more of Millie Alcock's performance as this character since her debut at the end of Superman, where she captured everyone's hearts.
What? No, she didn't. She instantly turned everybody off of her. What up, bitch? My dog is shit. Anyways, I'm leaving. Yeah, it's really endearing.
Is it me or is her skirt shorter here than it is in the actual Supergirl movie?
Wow, Brandon, they looked at this and they said, you know what? You're showing a little bit of leg there. That could cater to the male gaze. So
Supergirl's supposed to do that, damn it!
Oh my God, you're right. Their skirt is shorter here. Also, her jacket is like her jacket is a lighter tan color. It isn't made of leather; it's cloth. They changed it in the fucking movie. What the hell?
Oh boy, we can see that continuity is going to take a nosedive with the DCU.
James Gunn is a sexist. He made her in this skanky outfit. Look at that; she's practically a woman of the night.
Translation: cover up, slut.
Yeah.
For some reason, that reminds me of that. Oh, for the love of Christ!
I know. I just saw it too. I'm like,
damn.
How many Gmail accounts is this guy gonna make? Oh my gosh!
She's single-handedly funding Gmail.
What happened? What's going on?
There's a bunch of alt accounts popping up that he just has to keep banning from the same person.
What? I haven't seen anything.
No, I just got rid of it. Also, she looks a little prettier here too, but that's because she looks like she actually damn showered.
Yeah,
following a Gale failure. Now, the critics had me thinking this movie was a massive fumble, and I was sad for like a full week since I couldn't see this day one like I originally intended. This is also the first Supergirl movie in 42 years, so I thought
that original movie is far better than this because, well, for one, they hired an actress that was actually hot, and that movie is balls to the wall insane.
Yeah, that movie is a product of its time, but
you gotta watch it sometime.
A better time watching that than this.
Thing is, if you swing for the fences and you're not like self-referential or like trying to lampshade stuff all the time, then I will give you far more leeway and be like, well, you know, you tried, rather than somebody who's like, oh, this is so stupid. Am I right, guys? But I'm still gonna.
Yeah, I remember that for this movie, the only person from the original Christopher Reeve movies that they could actually get to be in it was the guy who played Jimmy Olsen. Everyone's favorite. Jimmy Olsen, the only Superman character to be defeated by hay. I got that from Nostalgia Critic when I watched that video.
Hey, you know, hay fever is a thing, and I won't have you diminish it. He starts going,
Masters of the Universe, I did see. I enjoyed it.
I haven't seen a lot of clips.
My mom and dad went to go see it, and they liked it.
I thought that was pretty good too. I know that like the actors and everything have said really stupid shit like in interviews.
And you had Jared Leto in it.
Yeah, but as far as the content in the actual film, and maybe this is just their incompetence and what they were trying to portray, but like literally there's a black woman PR person who gets made fun of in it for like being totally incompetent at her job and like basically the job being total BS. I'm like, oh, that was pretty brave of them to do. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and they play it off as a lot of humor, and Skeletor's kind of funny in it too. I mean, Jared Leto's just doing voice work.
Then again, Skeletor is like the best part of He-Man.
Yeah,
Ironically, the only part you could get Jared Leto to succeed in is by covering his face, completely overshadowing his voice with a bunch of like filters.
I was gonna say they definitely changed his voice
and actually give him a good script to work with.
Yeah. Whenever they're doing the laugh at the beginning, and he's like, "That was supposed to be the crescendo."
And what's funny is that I heard he wasn't allowed at any press tours. So essentially, that I think that pretty much saved the movie because he wasn't allowed to do any of the crazy, the crazy quote unquote method acting that he did in previous movies. I think he was essentially just banned from doing that entirely. Like, do your fucking job, and that's all we want you to do. And even then, it seems like he had a good time with what he was given.
I might see. I'm not the biggest He-Man fan out there. Again, the only '80s properties I'm primarily a fan of are Transformers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But I might give it a go one day.
Yeah, I'm not a He-Man fan myself, but seeing from the clips I've seen of the movie, it actually makes me want to see the movie.
I was a very light fan. Like, obviously, I wasn't around in the 80s. I watched the 2002 series a little bit, where, you know, they revived it, but it didn't sell enough toys. But it was actually a pretty decent little animated show.
Oh, yeah. They resurrected it into 2000s. And sadly, Masters of the Universe is considered the biggest bomb of 2026. I actually think that honor is going to Supergirl right now.
I actually, I have to look it up, but I'm pretty
down.
sure it made a lot more than Supergirl, and it had a similar budget. So,
and that's actually disappointing because the Masters of the Universe is actually good on like the fucking animated show that came out a few years back on Netflix.
Oh God, the Kevin Smith one.
That probably killed a lot of the hype. Imagine if none of that shit had come out, and this thing was like the first thing we'd gotten since the early 2000s series. I bet it would have gotten a lot more hype.
Honestly, I think the anime show probably put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths, which is why some people are shying away from seeing the movie. But hopefully word of mouth will carry and make people go see the movie more. And we don't have like a Transformers 1 situation.
After all, Kevin Smith's not involved in this movie.
She was getting sent to Brazil for eternity if this one was bad.
Oh, okay, they're actually pretty similar. I stand corrected. The Masters of the Universe film is made about 112 million worldwide, whereas the Supergirl film is made about 109 million. But I believe Supergirl had a little bit bigger of a budget, and is the only main difference with that. But both of them are going to be big losers as far as money goes.
But they literally killed her, and she didn't.
Hang on.
Bad. Because after the last one came out, the reception was so bad, they literally killed her, and she didn't.
No, the only reason they killed Supergirl off in Crisis on Infinite Earths was because they wanted Superman to be the only Kryptonian around for their new universe. And even then, they not only brought Supergirl back, they brought her back via Linda Danvers, and then they brought Kara in in the 2000s during the Superman Batman comic run.
Wait a minute. What about Power Girl? What was going on with her at the time?
Okay, as far as I'm aware, Power Girl is a grown-up Supergirl from an alternate Earth who just visits. I'm not even sure if she was in the post-crisis continuity. She probably was, but I don't know what was the situation with her during that time period.
Was this the one where the was it the Anti-Monitor was like eliminating
this was the Anti-Monitor.
Yeah, he saw them tits and he was like, I don't want to vaporize those. All right, I'm gonna turn around here. And he's like, I'm gonna spare you, Power Girl.
And I have not read Crisis on Infinite Earth. I have not read Crisis on Infinite Earths, and I don't think I could bring myself to because it kills off my favorite version of Batman of all time.
Oh yeah, the animated series.
No, the Bronze Age Batman.
Oh,
which
I'm thinking of the fucking movie.
Oh no! I have not. I haven't seen the movie either. I heard it's not good.
It was like a 3-parter.
Yeah.
But I did see the Long Halloween, and I did like that one.
I liked the Gotham by Gaslight movie.
I actually finished reading the comic of Gotham by Gaslight, so I gotta get around to watching the animated movie.
I have not read the comic, so I'll be interested to know if it follows that.
Didn't come back for a very long time. Because of this, and frankly, a lot of the really bad writing Mrs. Orwell had to go through.
Bad writing, and you're not going to bring any real examples.
Hang on a second. I'm not exactly sure how suspended animation works, but I'm around 15 or 16 years old here on Earth. Anyway, you look at it. I still can't get us into an R-rated movie. Me, I'm Kara Zor-El, Supergirl, I guess, eventually, I hope.
Okay, so what bad writing is there?
It's kind of an innocuous panel to take for your bad writing example. Like, is it supposed to be sexist or something? I don't...
Because these two are scantily clad, or they're showing their
You're
midriffs?
really older than Superman. Oh, I see. It like de-aged her, I guess, is why he says it's bad writing.
No, that's always kind of been the case, though. Like, it's always been she gets trapped in suspended animation while Superman grows up on Earth, and then she crash lands. As far as I'm aware. And second off, I will say I like the costume, but sometimes I just wish the skirt was red.
Oh, yeah.
To get to the point she's at today.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, so like
really
she's 15 or 16 years old. It is what we thought. He's like saying that, like the de-aging is the problem.
Why?
So if she were 18, like de-age, then it would be okay to this guy.
Is it today?
Which is like
the time she's
you just wait 2 years, I guess, and you'll think the comic is good, I guess. I don't
Maybe.
To be portrayed as an edgier Superman who isn't afraid to just mech people when they're bad enough. Like, Superman will throw you in prison, but Kara will kill you.
Oh god, this is the new 52 version. I can tell by the shitty costume. Seriously, this
shitty hair too. What is that?
The new 52 is shitty, and nobody got out of there unscathed. Batman suffered. Wonder Woman especially suffered.
Dude,
oh dear God!
Look at the leg and the crotch. Like I'm not even being pervy. I'm saying look at that fucking like she's got like a triangle over her crotch. I think it's supposed to be a Superman symbol, but it's like why would that be?
What the fuck?
Why would that be there? Yeah, and why does she have a sharp thing going into her thigh?
That's supposed to be her boot.
I see. The boot has a white kneecap.
Yeah,
but it's like skin tone, so it's confusing because it looks like there's like a random cutout of her boot, and there's just a random red band going there.
The new 52 had like a lot of shitty design. Superman's wasn't much better.
Kind of overly designed, I would say, because the Superman collar and everything comes from there too.
Yeah,
I did like Crypto's design. He's pretty cool.
I didn't hate the Kevin Smith He-Man. How? How can you not hate that?
It's subversion and quite frankly a lot of T pushing because Tila looks like she's a different word that starts with T. I'm a muscle mommy.
Like, Superman will throw you in prison, but Kara will kill you. This time around, a lot of the plot is certainly taken from Woman of Tomorrow,
which is a terrible comic because it's written by this stupid idiot, Tom King.
You can tell by the cover. I mean, she's got a fucking sword. Why would Supergirl have that?
Why would Supergirl need a sword?
And then we have Scarlet Witch in the lower left there.
Either that or it looks like Star Sapphire chose to wear something very weird today.
Oh, look at the villain. You can see half of his face here. He looks like a weird, like 2000s metal dude who'd be like a Marilyn Manson concert. He's like, piercings all over my face. Yeah.
Miguel comic.
Oh, no.
Okay, I know.
He's one of the many sheep. The fake fans, the LARPers. Of course you are.
Oh, so look at her. I mean, I'm not. Holy shit, those bottom teeth. They're both like curving inward. It's very odd.
Christ, she needs to see a dentist. God,
I know that's not exactly a hot take. Although Twitter is.
She's like, oh no, I'm poisoned, and everybody else is just like, no, you need bracers.
Okay, I know that's not exactly a hot take. Although Twitter has decided to do some revisionism recently, saying that it's actually bad. And while the Green Goblin,
of course, you're going to deny it.
Well, now speaks to Tom King every time he writes a Wonder Woman comic.
So I don't know. Yeah, probably just gonna end it all or something.
Check in on you, look.
All right.
Yeah.
Recently, Tom King is writing Wonder Woman, and he just recently killed her off. Yeah, Wonder Woman's dead now. She killed herself.
Oh,
What?
she killed herself.
I think so. I think I think I don't know, but now the Wonder Woman fandom wants to tear Tom King to shreds just as much as the Batman fandom wants to tear him to shreds for what he did to Batman and Catwoman.
Is he the one that showed the bat dick?
No, that was not him. That was somebody who wrote. Hang on.
Friendly
What if
reminder:
they go for the cheap
Superboy
shock
ran.
value?
Superboy. Friendly reminder: Superboy literally ran out of a comic story because he didn't want to be touched by Tom King.
Right. That was Superboy Prime.
Yeah.
Okay, so Batman Damned, the one that showed Batman's dong, that was Brian Azzarello and Lee Birdmahil.
Birdman? No.
No, but no, it was a Brian Azzarello. So
gotcha.
So there's who you can. Oh no, Wonder Woman died. She'll be back. Dev means nothing.
True.
I mean, unless they tried to replace her with the what was it, African American Wonder Woman that they wanted to do or something. Shit.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was
there was
5G
one where
comics.
I remember where they were facing an alternate universe and like
Birdman.
everybody was getting race swapped, but then like Batman was still white.
Batman was
Everybody
still
like,
white.
Everybody's like, Batman's so racist. He's not black in any universe.
I mean, they did try making a black Batman, but then DC
Black
actually had
man.
the Well, DC realized the idea was stupid and got rid of him. Sadly, Marvel has not learned their lesson, and that's why we're still stuck with Miles Morales. Damn it!
Yeah, I really can't imagine that, honestly.
I mean,
Well, according to
Batman-
John Campia, the Batman's white privilege is an essential part of his character because there's never been a rich black person.
even though there totally has been. What's even funnier is no wait, Batman did get race swapped in that one in Gotham High. He was Asian.
Oh shit. Well, you know, they're all rich too.
Superboy Prime had the right idea. I wouldn't want to be written by King either.
Whole Wonder Woman fan, okay? They're not in a very good place right now. Even with the efforts of Kelly Thompson. Sadly,
what the fuck
I'm
is
not
that
Batman
costume?
fan.
That was a Wonder Woman
Even with the efforts
costume?
of
Yes.
Is it alternate?
Why does she have Cloud's Buster sword and she's like wrapping her legs in duct tape and
Why?
what the
Where's
fuck
the
is
boobs?
that?
Where's
What?
the boobs?
Yeah, her one boob is bigger than the other. She might have like a disorder or something. Like, what the fuck is that?
This is garbage.
Holy shit. That's like if you ask a, I'm not even going to say AI, I'm going to say like a 3-year-old AI to make a Wonder Woman barbarian costume. Like, she has fucking Cloud's Buster sword. What is that?
You're just adding shit. Yeah, they are.
Oh god.
Holy shit, that is over. If anybody ever says like, what's over designed mean, I'm just gonna send them this picture.
Hang on, because I actually know an artist who really did a great job with Wonder Woman. Just give me a second to find it. I forget the name of the artist.
What are your thoughts on Scarlet Witch in the MCU? She sucks.
I feel like she was well handled up to a point, and
they made her, and then they made her enslave a town.
Yeah, basically
And then
until
they
she
tried
decided to change the
vindicating her for
outfit.
Okay.
I do think it's funny that like she got all mad about the cleavage being shown, and then like as soon as they changed it, they killed her. They're like, "Well, you don't want to show your tits? Fuck you, you die."
Cloud, that's my sword. I want it back.
Okay.
Bitch took my sword.
Okay. I remember.
Cloud has Tifa too, who is 100 times hotter than this woman, who pretends to be Wonder Woman.
Okay. I got
said not the best timing for a joke, but at least the comic will be a one-hit wonder. Oh my god.
That's not
Okay.
even an offensive joke. That's always fine to make.
Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second to pull it up. All right. So Jose Luis Garcia Lopez actually draws
Ooh,
this
there you
Wonder Woman. You can actually find it
Oh,
on some
that's amazing.
merchandise.
Oh,
Yep,
that's
he
nice.
is-
Wonder Woman.
Yep. By far her best look and the best artist to ever handle her. Yeah.
What do you prefer, Wonder Woman wearing a skirt or a leotard?
Leotard, damn it.
I like her with a skirt.
I could do either or.
I like her with the swimsuit bottom, whatever that is. Yeah.
I go with leotard. I have a thing for the classics. I don't know. I just do.
I have a weakness for skirts.
That is totally fine. I get it.
Kelly Thompson. Sadly, I'm a Batman fan though, so I'm always eating good.
Okay, let's see. You were okay, except the voice actor for Batman sucked. And I'm waiting for that to go down in price. You suck ass.
You've actually got a good
suck
live
complete and total ass. I hate everything about you, and I cannot wait to make my video tearing into every single damn issue of you.
Jesus Christ!
I hate you so damn much. The first movie, the fourth act was really unnecessary, and I'm not the biggest fan of the costumes or the attempt to be more realistic than Nolan. And please, for the love of God, use anyone that's not Joker.
Yeah, Joker is like one of the most spammed villains of Batman's Rogues Gallery.
They don't even
can't find anybody else more interesting. Just throw the Joker in the store. It'll be fine.
You guys remember whenever they made a Penguin TV show and everybody loved it?
Yep.
So it's like just use Penguin. He's pretty interesting.
Oh, of course you shared this image. Okay, I got to show this real quick.
We have a good live.
I actually saw this. She also shared this on Twitter, and I was going to share with you, John, so I forgot. But Snarky J pulls off the look really well.
There you go, nice. Classic Wonder Woman. There you go.
She could be the next Linda Carter, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Linda Carter, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch her Wonder Woman show at some point.
Honestly, it's an hour-long show. Joker, I'm not gonna lie, it does drag a lot of times. Like it's very 70s paced.
It's worth it because I get to see Linda Carter in a leotard.
That's true. That is true.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that. But yeah, I hate everything about Absolute Batman, and I want it to die. The absolute universe just feels edgy to just be edgy. It's edge porn, yeah.
This is one of the worst scenes in the movie too. Whenever she randomly breaks the guy's arm, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight people."
The one thing I'll say about
fight in a bar fight for no fucking reason,
because it's like the ultimate. So Marvel's new Ultimate Universe had the problem of you had to read so much shit in order just to understand what the hell was going on. And the one book that they had that was a runaway success, Ultimate Spider-Man, is pretty boring and isn't really much of a Spider-Man book. And DC has edge porn and giant middle fingers to their classic characters because of course. So either way, we're still back where we started.
Directed by Craig Gillespie, who I only really know as having done Cruella. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh God, I forgot this movie.
Cruella?
I forgot this movie existed and it sucked, I believe.
Yeah, it's horrible. It tries to give Cruella a fucking a
sympathetic heart, even though she's literally seen as one of the most evil villains in Disney's catalog.
Yep.
Nobody would care about Jonathan Joestar from JoJo's if it wasn't for the cool sun powers and it all alongside his strength and his personality to boot. I disagree with that. If Jonathan didn't have a good personality, nobody would actually care about him.
Mm-hmm.
They made about my life. There's too many traumatic memories.
Mr. What?
I don't need to watch a documentary they made about my life. There's too many traumatic memories. It follows, well, Supergirl, duh. Who else would have followed? Oh yeah, this kid. Kara, played by Millie Alcock, who shot into stardom with her role in House of the Dragon, is celebrating her 23rd birthday with her best friend in the whole wide world. Alcohol. And her dog, I guess. I don't know. I don't think heaven...
Nobody gives a shit about Crypto because of these damn movies.
Crypto is Superman's dog.
What? Professor Pig, Mr. Freeze, Clayface, Zaz, Mad Hatter are much more interesting than Joker. Please, for the love of God, make Mad Hatter the main antagonist of a Batman movie and go all out with it. Shoot, make him an antagonist for an Arkham game. That would be awesome.
I'd like for Mr. Freeze to get the spotlight again in a Batman movie.
Yeah, they haven't really been able to do much in the way of interesting with him since BTAS. Although I did like him in the Batman TV show.
Arkham in Wonderland.
Is all that important right now. Unfortunately, the movie does interrupt our montage of hot girl shit to develop the plot, as we see Ruthie, played by Eve Ridley, the iconic voice actor of Wendy Wolf, and
oh Christ, how the hell did we why did we link Peppa Pig to DC? What world am I living in right now?
This guy's just info dumping on us that facts that we kind of don't care about.
I feel like the protagonist from Moonfall when the AI is just lore dumping all over him. I just referenced a shitty Roland Emmerich movie. I only know about that movie because I saw Pointless Hub cover it.
Oh yeah, Moonfall. I would have punched that moon right up back into the sky, yeah.
Just have Chewbacca scream at it and die a badass to death.
Oh, but that planet still got destroyed, so that wouldn't help us.
To be fair, with the way things are going right now with all these comic LARPers, maybe that's a good thing.
Brandon.
Don't insult me.
I know, but they're both very common names is the thing. Yeah, it's like don't cede the planet to them unless we can find a better one to evacuate to, I suppose. Honestly, Elon, get to work on that.
Movie and comic LARPers are so bad. Like there was a clip of Spider-Man Brand New Day that was shown the other day of him fighting Scorpion. And people are already going, "Oh, Toby never moved like this." Nick, you did not watch the fucking movies because he literally was moving like that and more.
I just watched Spider-Man 2 on with my brother whenever we were in DC and we were, surfing in the hotel. And I was like, "Oh shit, Spider-Man 2." And he's like, "Oh, it's kind of old." I'm like, No. Look at the effects in this train fight scene. Shit is still awesome to this day. And whenever the other train is coming and he bends backwards, does like the right along, and it's
was it 2.1 or the original the main key?
It was the original one, yeah. So it did not have the extended, everything. I have seen that one. I know what you're talking about.
I've actually seen both versions because the disc I have of Spider-Man 2 allows you to watch either one.
Yeah,
me and my editor were basically watching clips from the train fight scene and actually just analyzing the web swinging from the Raimi movies. And Toby moves a lot better than these LARPers on fucking Twitter would want to admit.
He takes into account like the limitations and the momentum and the.
And I really love the long arc swings that he does in the movies. Like, you literally see that movie magic when especially in Spider-Man 3, where it really shines with him in the black suit.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, they take into account like actual physics and everything because I was just at that perfect age to witness that transition in the games where the PS1 game, it was like it was just like shooting up into the sky.
It's just flying with
and even the first movie game I think was the same thing. And then you play the Spider-Man 2 PS2 game and you're like, holy shit, look at how I can swing. I'm gonna collide with the ground and die.
Yeah, for the first movie game, they literally had to use the engine from the Neversoft games. Spider-Man. Now they originally were trying to build a system for him to be able to do regular web swinging, but by the time they got a demo of that ready, they were already too far into production to start over. So they just saved that for Spider-Man 2.
That's hilarious. I remember in that first movie game, you could it was like this whole thing where it was like you could unlock playing as Harry and you would play as the Goblin. But then you were playing through the same stories. They had to invent dialogue to like justify it, and they're like, "Oh, it's an imposter goblin that I'm fighting in the goblin boss fights."
Fun fact about that: Josh Keaton was originally supposed to play Spider-Man because they didn't believe that Tobey Maguire would want to come on to voice the role for the game.
Oh shit!
But by the time he had finished his lines, Toby had agreed to come on to voice Spider-Man. So they kind of pushed Josh Keaton into being Harry Osborn, and they repurposed all of his dialogue as Spider-Man and just had him do some new ones as Harry. Because that's why when you pay attention to the dialogue, some of the dialogue is literally the exact same as Peter's in like the main story.
Yeah,
that's funny.
And what's even better is the fact that this was pre Josh Keaton getting casted to play Spider-Man in Spectacular Spider-Man, the best Spider-Man show.
Maple Monkey. Okay, it should be illegal for someone's filmography to have this much whiplash. What the fuck is Little Baby Bump? Eve is a British actress, and it shows. I can't really judge her performance too much because this is absolutely a theatrical debut, and she's like 14. But let's just say I have very different.
Oh, he's talking about the lady that Millie Alcock saves. And
Ruthie.
Yeah, Ruthie.
Yeah. All right, that's fine. I mean,
imagine
imagine
you go from voicing a character in Peppa freaking Pig and you go to this piss-soaked nightmare.
I will say you can judge it because like there's literally people younger than that have been nominated for Oscars. So, you can say like, well, she's not a standout, but we'll see if she develops into a good actress. That would be like the charitable but also fair way of saying it.
Opinions about Ruthie in the book and Ruthie in the movie. But her story remains mostly similar. She's chilling at her homestead with her family, who are basically just farmers, but her dad makes really cool weapons. These blacksmith enthusiasts, led by the average 35-year-old goth guy, Creme of the Yellow Hills, played by Matthias Schoenaerts, in a very different portrayal of the character compared to the comic. Anyway, these fellows asked to make...
Why did you have to over-design him?
In a very different
It's Ginger Side, I swear. It's because he had a red beard.
No, they had to make him... they had to make it obvious that he's evil. That's why they took away him looking like a normal human being and gave him fucking Mad Max beads all over his fucking face.
I like this guy in the, to my left here.
Yeah. I love the character compared to the comic. Anyway, these fellows asked to make a humble purchase of his weaponry, and after displaying his wares to his newfound friends, they decide they need to see a demonstration and kill him and Ruthie's entire family. Damn.
That's not how it works.
The brigands were...
No.
Lobo
That's
is
not
the
how it
only...
happens. That's not how it happens.
Yeah,
her brother
it's not to make a
out,
demonstration. Yeah,
we never even see the weapons. Ruthie is just watching the transaction go down because her parents are obviously intimidated, but her brother, being a giant fucking dickwad, decides to come out of nowhere and jump scare her, startling Creme, prompting him to kill the brother, which caused the fucking parents to flip out, and Creme kills them. I don't know how he didn't kill Ruthie in the process, considering she was literally right in front of her brother, and he would have seen her at that point. But I guess he just fucking ignores her presence and leaves after he kills
that's called
the
consistency, because I have no idea how she lives in this movie version either. They just choose not to kill her. Which don't tell me that, like, Creme's not going to kill a kid because he kidnaps kids. So,
and why didn't he kidnap these?
Killing them?
Shit out of Creme and his goon squad, Ruthie ventures into a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Please don't invoke peak film.
She goes to like 3 different fucking clear knockoff bars from A New Hope. It's incredibly repetitive in the movie. It's just like, oh,
you don't even have
crazy.
You didn't even have the dignity to have a live alien band.
Yeah, no jizz whalers. Jeez,
no model nodes.
They literally go to a bar, and Kara asks them to play a specific song that's only known on Earth. And the band, the fucking lead singer, who was portrayed by a black woman, obviously, somehow knows that song.
Revo?
So yeah, I think. But somehow she knows that song and is able to play it for her. And then a fight scene erupts where you do not see a damn thing that's happening because the shot is focused on Ruthie hiding.
I couldn't stand it when they did that was one of the needle drops, right? Because like
that was one of the needle drops.
It was so much like Mr. What's the guy's name? Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific.
Oh.
Terrific.
And in the Superman film where it does the needle drop and it goes into Lois Lane and it's like rotating around her. And there's people flying all over the place. It's like, oh my God, this is why this is a James Gunn film, even though it's not. You are literally copying the fucking scene. And it's so...
Bar.
Just just like zoom out and show the fucking fight. I'm tired of this zoom in. Oh, look at all the crazy shit happening in the background.
But what it does is it saves time on choreography and effort.
Yeah, exactly. Effort. Yeah, this is so much easier for the studios.
I mean, if you look at how the MCU choreographs their fights nowadays, I mean, it's a pick your poison type.
Yeah.
And ends up teaming up with the only woman there. Valid, honestly. If I needed to find someone willing to fight alongside me at my local Weatherspoons, I'm not approaching Barry 63. He's got that look in his eyes. Unfortunately, Kara is too busy celebrating.
Who are you approaching? Some middle-aged woman?
She's one of those.
Some middle-aged woman.
He's like, oh, I'm not going to approach this guy. It's like, well, he could probably throw a better punch than whoever you are approaching if you're going to approach some drunk sorority girl.
Ruthie's persistence leads her to finally convince Kara to join her. Also, her dog got shot with a poison dart.
Yep. We got to make...
That will stop his heart in 3 days. But yeah, Crypto is dying.
What? That is probably... This has to be one of the most arbitrary ticking clocks in movie history.
It's like we don't give a damn about Crypto.
Well, why would you just not kill the dog?
Not this one.
Why would you have a poison that takes 3 days to kill someone?
But don't you remember? Apparently, he likes torturing his victims and killing them. And I'm like, oh.
But he's not even watching the torture. Like, that would be the only satisfaction that like a masochist would get, where he'd be like, oh, I'm going to torture you for 3. Like, he's not staying there to watch. He's just like, oh, poison dart.
He just poisons them and leaves.
Yeah, it's like, it makes no sense.
Just take him to a yellow sun. Done.
No, if they
made an excuse for that. If they move it, the poison will act faster, basically.
Which, like, how does that even make sense? Because, like, I can understand him moving and like pumping his blood faster, but if you like literally pick him up and carry him, how could it possibly make a difference for him? Like, he's not even moving. Technically, the thing around him is moving. it's so arbitrary. It's so forced.
First thing I want to say is this is by far the best live-action portrayal of Kara Zor-El to date, and unfortunately,
no, it is not.
No, that goes to the 1984 movie.
I like how he had to narrow it down to live action to even try to make this point. He's still wrong, but it's like, oh, so you don't want to bring up any of the animated stuff because you know it's all better.
The fucking CW version is better.
Yeah, because she was... I mean, I will say I saw a clip of it, and I'm like, why the hell does Supergirl need power armor? Kryptonians are the last people on planet Earth to even need power armor.
I mean, yeah, the CW, you know, at least she looked the part until she got her pantsuit, but... You know, at least for the first couple seasons, she looked like it.
Well,
she was
I need
hot.
to get going, guys. Gotta go to work.
All right, see you, Wolfscar.
I mean, I'll still be on, but I'll be on my phone.
All right, no problem.
Very well.
He just shoots, refuses to elaborate, and leaves.
Yep. Also, out of all the fucking ships, this still baffles me. He somehow stumbles upon Kara's ship. The very second she leaves the ship to talk to Ruthie for whatever goddamn reason, like she can't just have the conversation within the ship.
I would have rather him poisoned Kara and Crypto and Ruthie had to go get the antidote. And Kara just lays there the whole movie going,
and then they fail to get her to antidote and she dies.
Yes.
The other thing is, if I was Krem and I went into Supergirl's ship, I would be like, "Oh, what the shit did you
smell it? You'd smell it.
Yeah.
You'd be like,
"Oh, get it out of here!" I thought
this is smell fucking horrible in there.
Yeah,
he just starts puking as soon as he enters it.
In there.
Oh my
literally
God.
pisses with the door open.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Maybe it makes a little too much sense why he doesn't just capture Kara and sells her as a sex slave.
She smells.
She smells bad.
He smells her hair for half a second. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck? Oh.
What have you been doing with this stuff?"
She's like, "I like partying and stuff. Shut up. 22 is the best year ever." He's like, "Oh God, you're insufferable too. Let me just kill you now."
There's a way to take that kind of voice and to make it actually entertaining. Totally Spies did that.
Oh yeah.
This is by far the best live-action portrayal of Kara Zor-El to date.
Yes. Let's take the attractive woman from the 1984 movie and compare it to the pissed drunk character from the most recent film. Which one would you rather have? And I'm like, I'm gonna pick.
Well, I'm not a sexist, so I'll naturally pick the uglier one.
Oh God. I fear for your children.
I'm just saying that to bullshit hot women so they'll think that I'm different.
I'm not like the other guys. I'm not like those assholes.
Yeah. It's like whenever you see Sydney Sweeney and you're like, wow, your eyes have such personality. And she's like, wow, you're so different. I'm like, please don't cover up your boobs though. Anyways. You just take her hand and slowly move it down. But anyways, about your personality.
Well, I mean, I have been educated to be a gentleman, so obviously I know how to charm a woman. My mom even says I understand a woman's psyche pretty well for a guy.
Oh yeah, I mean, the thing is, you can also still be honest, and you cannot be a bullshitter and also still be like a reasonable guy. That's the thing.
One of these days, I will get bitches.
It's a high bar. I mean, she had the 1984 movie that lost DC so much money they threw in the Phantom Zone.
I mean, to be fair, this movie lost Warner Brothers at least $100 million.
Yeah, I think it lost a lot more than that movie
She's being
did.
tossed back into the Phantom Zone.
Yep.
Oh wait, what?
In Man of Tomorrow, she'll be tossed back into the Phantom Zone.
Yes.
And keep
that would
her
be
there.
hilarious.
I
Like
don't give a
post credit,
shit.
they just mimic that scene. She's just like, no. Superman's just like, sorry, I'm gonna train your dog to be a better dog.
And what's even better is going to be that if they decide to bring her back, it's either you do Linda Danvers from Post Crisis because she's not an actual Kryptonian, and there was some kind of magic bullshit with her, or you have it that because of comic book shenanigans, Millie Alcock is just tossed out and she looks like a much hotter person.
I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom.
All right, and nobody's going to bat an eye because it's like, this is an improvement.
Well, I like how some of these idiots were like, oh, well, they can't get Sydney Sweeney to be Power Girl because she's supposed to be an alternate Earth version. It would just be Millie Alcock again. I'm like, well, you realize like Power Girl has always looked different from Supergirl. Like,
I mean, she's had shorter hair. She has two noticeably larger assets.
Yeah, like her whole physique is different. I think their height's even different. And
I mean, Power Girl literally is an adult Supergirl.
But it's like being on an alternate Earth makes you different kind of inherently. Like if there's alternate Earths where people can be different races, they can also look different in other ways.
Or entirely different people, too. I mean, you had Alan Scott's Green Lantern and Jay Garrick as the Flash.
Yeah. And so it's like, oh, they have to look exactly the same. It's like, that makes no sense. What's even the point of an alternate Earth if everything has to be the same?
That's like when they hired Jonathan Majors to be every version of Kang.
And
then they got rid.
Yeah, they never followed through with that.
Because he decided his wife needed a good beating.
The Ant-Man, I believe it was, post credit where it's the arena of Kangs, and they're like, it's like, okay, guys, you're getting hyped for nothing.
And then she was in the CW shows that just kind of made a Superman but a gal, and that's lame as hell.
I mean, to be fair, Arrow just did Batman, but he's an archer.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, the Supergirl show was shit on CW, but I think it was, what was it called? Lois and Clark?
Superman and Lois.
Yeah, Superman and Lois. Yeah.
No, Lois and Clark's the one with Dean Cain.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's been a lot of Superman shows, and that's actually a very similar naming convention.
Probably the best live action Supergirl costume goes to Smallville.
Oh, I've seen
if you
that
know,
one.
you know.
Yeah, that one, that actress, I think would have drawn more box office. If they'd have just made a live action at that time.
But alas, they did not.
Yeah. No, I gotta watch Smallville sometime. That is
Me
one
too.
of my big blind spots.
I started watching the George Reeve Superman show as well.
Oh, is that the really old one?
Yes, that's the one in black and white. Like the first live action. I think maybe the first live action superhero anything. I could be wrong about that, but it was really cool.
The only other contender would probably be, it was called The Bat from like way back. It was like a black and white film from like the 30s or 40s where it was Batman, and it shows him like climbing up a building a little bit. It's even questionable whether it's based on the comic character or not, I believe. I've only seen it covered by James Rolfe in Cinemassacre, where he's covering kind of the history of Batman on film and everything.
Oh, cool. I gotta watch that.
Obviously, there's many interpretations of the character across the comic books, but sometimes it takes a while before a definitive version is finally produced. I kid you not when I mean Moon Knight, who originated in the 80s, only became the best version of himself in 2016.
I would have to check with somebody, because if you're talking 2016 Marvel, like way after they lost their marbles, I highly question your sanity. I mean, he has a point. I mean, the X-Men were a failed comic book concept until Chris Claremont came around and gave that book the kick in the pants it needed.
Oh, was that in like the early 80s?
That was the 80s going into the 90s, where his run with Jim Lee is the stuff of legends. So good that it got a cartoon based on it. While it was still happening, by the way. Yep. There's been that. Shoot. What other characters were made definitive later on? John Byrne in Sensational She-Hulk literally was the bedrock for her character for decades to come. Except nobody else did it better than him.
Nobody does it better. No.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Arachnid Youth getting profanity in the background.
I think Arachnid Youth is getting murdered by his girlfriend. Oh, poor Arachnid Youth. You were my best friend.
Gone too soon.
Well, you're all my best friends, I suppose, because we hang out every Friday.
Everything beforehand either completely ignored the importance of his trauma or mental illness, or tried to discuss it in ways that were either incredibly wrong or massively vilified him. In short, the 2006 run of Moon Knight fucking sucks. I want it erased from my brain.
Hang on.
The 2006 run of Moon Knight.
Wildcard, I would disagree, only because Black Canary, I think Power Girl, is actually a funny character too. She does have a personality. I know I joked about it, but Wonder Woman, I do agree, is a good character.
Well, here's the thing. It's
Starfire.
Starfire
she's another good one. She's got like a funny kind of fish out of water personality.
Well, Starfire and Raven both worked because Marv Wolfman was a great writer. Like his run on Titans is the stuff of legends, but it's like Supergirl's fine. Batgirl is kind of not very memorable to me, and I just found Barbara's interpretation very annoying. A lot of these characters exist because the companies did not want the copyright to be claimed. So that's why a lot of them are kind of nothing to really speak of. She-Hulk, however, if you're going to say she's a ripoff of Hulk, she might have been during her initial run with the Savage She-Hulk, but John Byrne came around and he actually flipped the coin on that. So basically she's a inverse of the Hulk. Where Hulk she's like a lot of the negative effects of gamma radiation and being a Hulk. Her whole thing is being very positive, about being a Hulk.
Oh, Zatanna.
Zatanna is a great one. She's a great character. Hawkgirl. DC has plenty of great female characters under its belt. Same with Marvel.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like non-derivative ones. So Hawkgirl. Well, I guess Hawkman was first, but like I almost feel like Hawkgirl is more memorable because of
the DCAU.
Yeah, it's like she got more exposure than he did, quite frankly. To the point where it was weird whenever they had the Death of Superman movie and they had Hawkman, and I was like, oh, Hawkman is a hero. It's like,
yep.
But yeah, Black Canary is one of the best ones. Those fishnets. But anyways,
she is one of the best fighters in the DC universe.
Yeah, she's got the hand-to-hand, she's got her canary cry, and her whole interaction with Green Arrow. That's one of the cool romances that goes on.
You have the Huntress as well.
Oh yeah, Helena Bertinelli.
Or Helena Wayne, if you follow the Earth 2, she's the daughter of none other than the goddamn Batman.
And I do like Barbara as a supporting character. That's the thing. Like, that's what I always say with Harley Quinn. Like, I'm like, sometimes characters are good as supporting characters. Like, we don't always need them to
have their own comic runs.
Yeah, they don't need to transition into being some main thing. Like, sometimes it's just fun having a henchwoman who's like a sidekick or whatever to the Joker. Sometimes it's fun having a sidekick to Batman who influences and Batgirl specifically like influences his interaction with Gordon because it's his daughter. They had a really good animated series episode where, you know, in the Scarecrow dream sequence, she dies and Gordon turns on Batman because of it. And then she has to confess her secret identity because she has that nightmare, you know? So like they do some interesting stuff. And the Killing Joke, I mean, not the animated movie, that's crap. But I mean like the comic where she's paralyzed and, you know, that plays all into it. And some people would say like, oh, that's like ice boxing or whatever.
Bridging.
I'm like, sorry, fridging. It's like, yeah, I guess technically, but it's still done fairly well.
It was later fleshed out by other writers when they decided to make Killing Joke an actual official canon comic.
Oh, right. Well, that's
which I always felt was a major mistake because that book works a lot better in isolation.
Yeah, I don't really like her as Oracle as much. That's probably my biggest hot take. I'm like,
I think my problem with Barbara is most of the time it's like, okay, like sometimes they push her as Batman's daughter or like surrogate daughter, and I'm like, are we just gonna forget Commissioner Gordon exists?
Yeah, I actually like her most whenever they use the interplay between Batman, Gordon, and her, where it's like Batman maybe feels kind of guilty putting her in harm's way. Gordon is he doesn't know that it's her, but he
suspects it because, you know, Gordon's not an idiot.
Yeah, he sort of sees like Batman putting this younger girl in danger and everything, and she's acting kind of more frivolous.
Well, the other thing I like about it is when Batgirl makes her own gadgets and stuff, because it's like because when you gave her Batman gadgets, it's like she's just Batman but with boobs.
And I liked playing as her in what Arkham game was that? I think it was.
That's the only one where she's playable.
Okay.
I don't have that expansion.
Oh shit! Arachnid Youth, you lived the Latina rage. You survived it.
Yeah, there was someone shouting in the back.
Oh, whoops! You might have heard my girlfriend. She's on our VC with her friends.
I figured. But anyway.
You just heard her yelling and we were like, oh no, Arachnid Youth's getting murdered. It's like, what the fuck are you streaming?
What do we get with Marvel? The only good Marvel girl character I know of is Word Girl. Well, again,
Scarlet Witch is actually good in the comics.
Yeah, she is a Marvel character. That's actually a fun fact. Which is why
but it's like you had She-Hulk, who John Byrne literally redefined and gave us one of the greatest comic runs of all time, and one of the funniest ones too, as well as the sexiest version of She-Hulk.
And Miss Marvel,
Carol Danvers, not Kamala Khan.
Carol before she went to Captain Marvel and she got the butch haircut and everything. Whenever she had the black onesie and everything, and the
black leotard, the bolt symbol.
Damn. Yeah. But you have that, you have
Scarlet. Or I'm sorry, I said Scarlet Witch, but I said Black Widow.
Black Widow. Fun fact: Black Widow's definitive look with the black jumpsuit and everything comes from a Spider-Man comic. Because she was ripping off. Yeah, she's basically just ripping off Spider-Man's shtick throughout that whole thing. So you can literally say she's kind of LARPing as a spider person.
Oh, nice.
Also, Arachnid Youth. Apparently, this guy says the 2016 Moon Knight is the best run of the character.
I don't read Moon Knight comics, so I wouldn't know.
Okay. That fucking sucks. I want it erased from my brain. It wasn't
how I want to forget the last 20 years of Marvel and DC comics.
And the last, what is it now? 6 or I'm not doing the fucking meme. 7 or 6 years of MCU.
All right. ever since Marvel faced Boar.
Yeah.
Supergirl video. Yeah. The traumatized by Krypton's destruction, never really at home version of Kara Zor-El will always
After
be my
this, we'll
favorite, and the
after
one I
this we'll
think is the
cover
most
the
interesting to pull
video
from,
game
especially in the
stuff.
current state of the DCU, or the only movie we have is Superman. Seeing the impact his troubles have had on him, and immediately following up with Kara's is a pretty solid way to do things. It also really helps that
Is it?
is giving a really
Because none of her troubles were introduced in the Superman film, so it's not like a follow-up. It's more just a random side tangent where she comes back.
I feel like Superman should have done more to help her, because
Yes,
I don't think he would leave his only living relative alone to do shit by herself.
that's the thing. Like, both of them should feel way more attached to each other. I mean,
Because
they're the
they're
last
cousins.
two survivors of a whole race. I mean, for different reasons, and you could use this to flesh out their characters, because she should be like, I lost my whole family, I lost my whole colony. You are a survivor, and I'm going to cling to this with everything I got, because you and my dog are like on equal footing. Like, we are the last survivors of my previous life. And then
she's literally his blood relative. If anything, she should want to be around him more.
Yeah. She shouldn't just say F off to him.
Yeah, her trauma should make her more attached to him. Whereas in the movie, they're like, oh, her trauma makes it so she doesn't care about him. It's like, what? Because she didn't grow up with him? Like, that would make her like more desperate to find a connection to her home, which he is. And for him, he would be like, oh, you actually grew up on Krypton? Like, holy shit.
What was it like? What were my parents
like, holy, this is amazing. Like, I didn't think I would ever have like, whenever he greets her, whenever she comes down from the planet, he's just like, oh, sorry, I don't speak Kryptonian. Ha ha ha. He would be like, oh my gosh, I thought that I had lost everybody. Like, you are literally a miracle. I can't believe that somebody's alive from Krypton.
He is essentially like that when she first meets him.
Yeah,
but I don't know why they just didn't. I feel like instead of like whatever the fuck they were trying to go for in the movie should have been Kara trying to find her independence, because she's realizing, okay, I'm clinging on too much to Clark because he's the last living relative I have from Krypton.
Yeah, you could have a whole sequence in the beginning where like she's saving people and they're just like, oh, Superman would have done it better or something, have some people be I still think that wouldn't have been great, but like at least it would have given a motivation,
or at least have it that maybe she's trying to be Superman's sidekick, even though he doesn't really need one,
and he's trying to push her to like be her own person.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like, people would be like not really giving her credit, I guess, just because they view Superman as like the main thing. Like, I'm trying to think of a motivation for her to leave the planet, and so it's like
because she doesn't
inspire this plot.
You could say she doesn't want to be in Clark's shadow.
Yeah, and so that would be the motivation.
Wants to build her own self.
That would be the beginning sequence of the film. Would be like, oh, I heard Superman, like he would have done this better, like. Oh, thanks, Supergirl. And like they could have like made it a demeaning, I guess, like, oh, like you're just like kind of under him, or like Superman's sidekick. That they could have called her that, just like as a derivative thing.
Shoot, that could even further go along that years down the line she would become Power Girl to further separate herself from Superman.
There you go, and get breast implants. Yeah. She's like, see how different I am? And they're like, we like you a lot more than Superman. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I feel like
why do I have such a big male fan base? It's such a mystery.
Yeah, that's the thing that I think that's another thing why this movie is failing. It seems to forget its target. Supergirl's original target audience was men. Now, that's not saying that women also
you can't enjoy the comics or anything
Supergirl,
like that,
but she originally was created as a male-centered character to appeal to men, because the superhero genre, first and foremost, appeals mostly to men.
Mm-hmm.
The most humans on the planet are men.
Well, and
there's a reason why we're expendable.
I always say this to guys who are into like comics or games or whatever. It's like, don't view it as like oh, you're weird if you're a girl who's into this. I always say like, oh, you're exceptional. That's what I always phrase it as. It's like, oh my gosh, like you're really into the superhero genre. Like you're awesome. Like, because that's genuinely what it is.
For me, it depends on what they like about it. Because if you like any of the modern shit, I'll be like, get the hell out of my fandom and stay out.
Well, they gotta start somewhere.
Well, yeah, but
that's the other thing. I usually say if you're open-minded to like,
yeah, a lot of the times the people I meet are not open-minded, or they're just plain stupid.
Yeah.
That it dawned on him to cast her when he saw her drunk at the Golden Globes, and that's both incredibly funny and iconic.
Oh God, I didn't know that. Why is that a motivation to cast her? That's terrible.
Wait, why? What was the motivation?
Also, what the fuck is that thing on the left? Is that a man or a woman?
I think it's an android.
I'm sorry, I was not.
Apparently, the motivation for hiring. Apparently, the motivation for hiring Millie Alcock as Supergirl was she was drunk at the Oscars.
And he views Supergirl as a drunk, and so he likes that a woman got drunk, I guess.
Because James Gunn really hates superheroes. Like, it is very evident with his character, with how he acts.
He can only make one specific type, and if the hero fits that or is just unpopular enough that nobody will notice if he changes them to fit that, then that's one thing. But when you take Supergirl and you change her to fit that, then people do notice.
And notice we did.
Mm-hmm. He's a one-trick pony.
Yep.
In a very easy to empathize way. I think Kara is a difficult character to play because the general public has a lot of problems when it comes to characters that are not nice people. If you have people with edge who sometimes lash out and have internalized trauma, then you're gonna get hit with the anti-media literacy beam. A certain other property that had its finale recently is struggling from the same thing. It's always worse when it's a female character doing it too.
No. The reason that she is hit with it is because she doesn't do anything to endear herself. Think of Iron Man. He's like a flawed, drunken kind of character. His first scenes are him getting hit by a missile and suffering trauma, and then like doing awesome shit where he's doing gang signs with the troops. He calls it gang signs. He's like, no gang signs, please, whenever they do the peace sign and everything. And he's like, no, I'm just kidding. Throw it up. Like, he's instantly endearing, charisma oozing out. He's super, like, he has all the weapons. He has all the presentation. It's great. She does not have any of that. She just goes instantly into Iron Man 2 drunk party mode. You can't start off with that.
Otherwise, nobody's going to like it. And trust me, no one likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Cocky and smug Han Solo is, especially when he shoots a guy in his opening scene to betray how much of a crook he is. But
oh my God, but Han Solo was a guy with a heart of gold.
And that also wasn't, that was his first scene, but that was not his first lines. He talks with Obi-Wan and Luke before that, and he's very much presented as a smuggler, and they have to get off this Imperial infested planet. And then he's like, Chewie, we could actually like make it off with this. And then it's his whole bounty is presented through the Greedo scene.
But they'll never tell you that. Now will they?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
All right, just got it. I was just doing something.
A woman who drinks herself to death is a little mean. That's inexcusable. As for the other characters, their performances are fine, I guess. Like I said, I can't really judge Eve Ridley as Ruthie, although her being incredibly British when she's from an alien planet is something. I genuinely had to hold in my laughter when she said club at one point. Like, did we colonize space too?
Oh God, that is loud.
I mean, honestly, all the places you colonized were better before you left. But
if anyone was going to colonize space before the British, it would be us, because for one, we actually put a damn man on the moon.
And a flag.
It's still up there.
A pretty solid job making you hateable. Although I feel...
Oh, trust me, they did such a good job, nobody likes her. Even when by the end of the movie you're supposed to like her, you still hate her.
Yep.
I feel like saying that it's just kind of cope at times because he's pretty generic in the movie. Krem was never really a huge driving force of the story character-wise, but he was more meant to be an embodiment of privilege and avoiding consequences for actions to harm others.
Oh, Christ. I can already tell people are probably going to say, oh, let's use Krem as a allegory for Trump if this is the reasoning they're going to go with.
Privilege and avoiding consequence. Oh, my God. All right.
And how often women end up being the victims of these actions. And when seeing things from this angle, I do understand why they took his character the way they did. I don't think it's necessarily an improvement, though, but it does work with the story they want to tell.
It does not. Because
No.
otherwise, why the hell does he not take Millie Alcog and Ruthie to be sex slaves?
Yeah, it serves no purpose in the story. It's just to make him... It's just to make it more black and white, I guess. Because, like, he's kind of a hanger-on in the story, as I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I don't get any privilege or anything off of that. It's more just like he's a lackey, or just like, yeah, I don't know where he's going with this.
A story that is sadly very relevant today.
Oh,
and you may
Christ.
notice that I'm talking about
because the Muslim rape gangs, I think, is what he's talking about. So obviously he's saying that, like, oh yeah, it's very prevalent, especially in Britain. Yeah, I got you, dude.
Marketing for this movie, and that's because I don't want to.
What?
Okay, fine. Jason Momoa is a huge fan of Lobo from the comics, and that makes me curious on if he decided to style himself based off of him, or if he just likes the character that kind of looks like him, which is the much lamer option.
Well,
And
Lobo
while I
is a
really
very
enjoy his
easy
enthusiasm,
character.
because
Let's
actors
be
that have
honest.
familiarity with the comic book characters they wish to play
Also,
usually
Lobo
end up
wasn't
giving
even in the
pretty great
original
performances, like Michael Chiklis thing.
No, he wasn't. He was just added for fan service and key jingling.
Well, and the thing is, like, Lobo is one of the easiest. Holy shit, the thing's packaged down there. I never noticed before. But also, Lobo, like, I mean, he's a cigar smoking bounty hunter, motorcycle riding, like, badass who is completely sexist and just like hilarious.
He's the 90s personified. He's like every 90s comics trope rolled into one.
He's like every cool thing. It's like, obviously that's easy to just throw on screen and get applause. It's like, I don't know. It's almost like a wrestling character that's like meant to be a face. It's like, all right, yeah, obviously I'm supposed to like this person. He is hilarious in the DC animated universe too. Whenever he comes in Death of Superman and like beats the shit out of bad guys, and he's like, I'm the made man, yeah.
Yeah.
Go Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin. But my problem is this is a super
Vincent D'Onofrio could have played the Thing back in the day along with Michael Chiklis. I mean, I know it's just another bald white guy, but anyways.
Lobo isn't in Woman of Tomorrow, so I was already skeptical going in, but now I'm 99% sure that they just wanted a character in here for the boys.
No shit. They
Just to
wanted
interject life more, like, it's like, this movie's so boring. Please have something to like wake people up on. I mean, I know I was falling asleep before he showed up.
I know you were getting pissed by the end. Like, no, wait, that was Mandalorian Grogu where you were getting angry.
Oh, Mandalorian Grogu, I was yawning through the first 30 minutes. And then, yeah, through the last hour, I was just like, why the fuck is this a movie?
You should check out Lobo Paramilitary Christmas Special. The main man was hired by the Easter Bunny to kill Santa Claus. Oh, I got
enough of that in Pumpkin Jack, where you had to kill Santa Claus and then kill Santa Claus's ghost.
Someone they think is cool and come to see fight some bad guys and ride on his motorbike and blow shit up, because you could cut him out of this movie and not much will change. He shows up in like 3 scenes, an establishing scene where he just whines a bunch, a fight scene where Cara does most of the damage, and some guy steals his bike, which is actually pretty funny. And then the end for...
Even though he can totally call his bike back whenever the hell he wanted.
Another fight scene.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he
Didn't
got
show up at the
captured
end
on
to...
purpose.
So he can get saved by Supergirl, I guess.
Well, he even jokes about, and you're never, it's kind of left
doesn't even get saved,
ambiguous. So all the feminists will be like, oh, he needed to be saved by Ruthie or whatever her name is. And then like all the people who like Lobo would just be like, nah, he could have escaped at any time because he was just testing her. So it's kind of left ambiguous like that.
Here's the crazy thing. I know he never gets saved by Supergirl at all.
Right.
And I think I'm not sure. Maybe I just looked away for a brief second, but I don't even think Ruthie even breaks him out. Like she comes to unlock the door, and he just fucking slams the door open. So he quite literally could have gotten out at any time.
Gosh, I'm trying to remember.
Again, that could have. To be fair, my memory could be fuzzy because I probably looked away at one point. Yeah. But I don't even think Ruthie is the one that let him out of the cage. He just does it himself when she gets the keys.
From what I remember, he was sort of testing her too because he sees her like beat up the guard, and he's like, "Yeah, nice job," like, and all that stuff. Because he presents it like he was captured, but then I think you're right that he could kind of escape at any time. Because then she dips out into the vent as he's trying to walk to find his bike or whatever. And he's like, "Oh, I like this kid," or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the exact scene whenever he actually gets out of the cage.
To Ruthie Okara, he just leaves on his own, which is kind of funny. And I can see one thing they clearly tried to tack on as a reason for him to be here.
He's just recycling the same footage too.
Influence Ruthie and be the devil in a shoulder compared to Kara. Oh, come on, man. You have to set that up in more than one scene. Honestly, though, I have quite a bit to compliment about the movie. My favorite part being all the flashbacks. We see basically snippets of Kara's life on...
My favorite part is the flashbacks. That's pretty bad.
The thing I want to point out is what makes the flashbacks actually make Superman 2025 worse, because they revealed that all of Krypton just totally wasn't like what Jor-El was talking about. So they just villainized Superman's parents for no damn reason other than I get for like the most shallowest of character arcs for him, where it's like, oh, he goes on now, it's all about his superhuman parents now.
Clark, go forth and fuck bitches with big titties. You must propagate the gene pool.
Krypton, she was born after it exploded and lived in a chunk that they attached some rockets to called Argo City. Her parents were out there as she grew up, and she had to slowly watch the kryptonite poisoning seep into the soil and infect everyone she loved. Meanwhile, Clark was busy being a punk rocker in Kansas. And every
Superman being a punk rocker just feels weird to me.
Shown is entirely
kindness is the new punk rock, man.
It really fits as a serious and harrowing tale that fuels the anger and self-destructive nature Kara carries with her throughout the entire movie. You can tell just how deeply she feels everything, and yet she just keeps going wherever she can. I love the warm lighting and how it really sets the scenes apart from where Kara...
Warm lighting? This stuff just makes everything look like piss, man.
It's just bloom, man. It's not warm lighting. It's just like whenever Wind Waker released HD on Wii U, which I played, by the way, it was just like brightness everywhere, just like this sun.
How do I play this?
My eyes! Fucking SpongeBob fish.
It's like being taken over by that cozy feeling of home, and then stepping back to reality and realizing you're working in.
It's like that cozy feeling of home, and he shows a woman lasering another person to death.
Oh my god!
I don't get the feeling of home when I watch Supergirl. I get the feeling of piss. Piss everywhere.
The lighting is honestly really solid throughout the first act, and I think it kind of falls off when they get to the evil-ass assault planet, as expected. But it confused me seeing people say they should have...
You never expect lighting to be shit.
Guardians 2's lighting style for a while. Looking back, I do understand it though. But there's also a couple things I don't like about the movie. And one of these is that Craig Gillespie is not James Gunn. I think licensed music is something a lot of movies don't pull off very well. And it takes someone wanting a specific song.
James Gunn chose the licensed music during the climax, so I hope you're not getting ready to give Gillespie shit for that.
Oh, but he can't dare offend his Lord and Master James Gunn if he wants to get into the shill program.
Designing a scene around it to really work. The Guardians movies do this extremely well. To use an easy example. But Supergirl doesn't really...
Of course you have to choose Guardians. Those are the only movies Gunn does that technically don't suck.
Slither was okay. That's a horror movie from like 2007.
Feel like it was Craig Gillespie trying to make a movie in his style. It feels like he was trying to copy Jimmy's homework a bit. So, update. I was meant to get this video on Friday, but I woke up very late and I had stuff to do that day. So
Nobody cares about your personal life. Just go on with it.
Basically wait because I was busy my entire weekend until today. And since then, some more information has been revealed from DC Studios that there was a second cut of the movie, an 11-minute longer Gillespie cut, if you will, similar to what people say about the Snyder cut and the Ayer cut of Suicide Squad.
Hang on. The James Gunn cut was over twice as long, so it was a lot more. Also, it still sucked. But anyways, that's a little bit different than 11 minutes. What the fuck?
Yeah, 11 minutes of extra footage versus an entirely different movie.
Yeah, also, every movie has extra footage. That's what editors are for.
That's what deleted scenes are for. Yeah. Hey, no, Polly, bro, welcome back.
Some saw one cut, some saw the other. And essentially, there was negative feedback towards the Gillespie cut.
What's up?
So DC stepped in and demanded that their cut be the theatrical cut. They're 11 minutes shorter, currently what you see when you go to the cinema to see Superman. It's up to question whether this was the right decision, because the Gillespie cut might have had 11 minutes of absolute trash and made the movie so much worse. But test audiences also didn't like Superman saving a squirrel or the Days of the Week title cards that people have regularly criticized for not including in the movie, which I agree, they definitely should have been there. So
what difference would that have made? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh wow, now it's a 9 out of 10. It's like what?
I fail to understand why people like this need to justify this movie. It's a piece of crap movie, simple as that. Nobody bent over backwards till their spines broke to justify Batman and Robin. Well, because of shills. They want to get into the shill program, or they're comic LARPers that are only in it because they want these movies to appeal to their politics.
Look, you got to discuss it because that's the SEO, and I don't even know what that stands for, but that's basically the search. Wait,
Also, hey, Myra, welcome back.
Yeah, it's like search engine optimization. It's like I'm going to talk about something that's culturally relevant, so I'm going to talk about Supergirl when Supergirl comes out, but it's like if you're going to lie about it, that means that you're a fucking shill. Yeah, it's like, you don't need to be so positive. You don't need to neuter your language or say like, oh, it's okay. It's like, no, it's shit. Just say that it's shit. Be honest.
I guess we'll only find out if those scenes that particularly, I believe they feature Krem a lot. So they might flesh out his character a lot more, this new version of him in the movie. We might only find out if they would have actually improved or detracted from it if they are included with the DVD release. So until then, I don't really think we're going to know. I can't really include that in any sort of criticism or compliment to the movie. So, and I doubt it was malicious at all, but the whole exciting point of the DCU is seeing all these different creatives collaborate to make projects in their own vision that fit in the same universe. People complained about
just like how the MCU used to do it before they turned everything into the same old slop.
Yep.
Marvel movie being the same. Meanwhile, we're gonna have Superman and Clayface in the same universe just over a year apart. And Supergirl could have been grittier. It could have highlighted more.
We had a Werewolf by Night and
oh shoot, everybody forgot. I forgot that existed. Werewolf by Night.
I forgot Clayface was a thing.
I did too.
Clayface, it might do well just because it's a low budget and it's like it's coming out.
It's a Batman and it's a Batman adjacent character.
Yeah, well, and also like horror movies, as we've seen with Obsession and everything, it's like sometimes those just hit it off, and so like
unless you're the new Resident Evil movie that's coming out,
on my birthday, September 18th.
I feel so bad for you.
I'm going to remain optimistic for it. But
you know
what? I don't like, again, they're doing the thing of, oh, it's not revolving around any of the main characters from the series. It's actually an original story from somebody else's point of view.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like...
But I will admit, I like the shot of like him trying to shoot a door open, and he misses.
Oh, well, it'll be good or bad. It's kind of like Clayface in that it'll be good or bad independent of its franchise because it was just another horror movie repurposed to fit into a franchise. So it's like, if you made a good zombie movie in the snow, sure, you can make a good movie and it'll technically be called Resident Evil. In the same way that Clayface could be a good horror movie that is technically in James Gunn's DCU, but it's like it's going to be a one-off. That doesn't build any momentum for the universe. Like it's just totally independent of it, basically at that point.
This is between Kara and Clark. But sadly, we get questionable needle drops, action scenes that, while cool, can have some repeated moves from Superman 2025, and it just felt off to me. Now, I don't think this makes the movie irredeemable at all. I mean, I watched Dragon Ball Evolution recently. Nothing.
Which is also irredeemable. Like, just because there's something that's worse doesn't mean that this is okay.
I mean, it is based on a Tom King graphic novel, so already it's irredeemable by prospect.
Really phases me anymore. But it makes me wonder about the
So his whole argument there was basically like, oh, Dragon Ball Evolution is so bad that like nothing phases me anymore. So like you will never just call a movie shit anymore. You're because now you've had a bad watch a B movie or something, dude, and you'll see a bunch of shit. Like that's a terrible standard to have.
Even I have better standards than that. And I'm me.
I think in another universe, this could have been a movie on par with Superman's quality to me.
Superman 2025 sucked too, man.
Yeah, I agree. It could be on par in quality, but not for the reasons that he's thinking. I'm going to say that they're both like 2 out of 5 movies.
You ever saying that, Arachnid?
I ain't saying anything.
This brings me to the title. Because, yeah, this is a defense of Supergirl. And you can call me biased. You can say I'm wrong.
He's 4/5 through this review. And he's like, now I will finally get to the thing that I labeled it as.
I don't know. But can we just take a second and think about what's being said? This isn't one of the worst comic book movies ever made, okay?
It is.
It depends how far
Are you sure
expand.
about that?
Yeah, it's like one of the worst. Is that like the bottom 10th percentile?
I would say it's far worse than something like Batman and Robin.
Ooh. I would probably say it is one of the worst, because whenever I think of one of the worst, I think of like bottom 10%. And this is probably in the bottom 10%. I'm not going to lie.
Did y'all watch Craven?
No.
Everyone forgets Craven existed.
Maybe I will watch it though, because I think it's on Netflix.
Fucking existed.
Yeah, me too.
Huh?
Like, I know we all collectively.
Is that a Supergirl Defender? Is that what that's supposed to be?
Like, I know we all collectively baited Sony into releasing Morbius again and didn't go watch it, but you could.
I think we did that for. I think everyone did that for a joke, and that was because of a stupid meme.
It's Morbin time.
Its parts, and the worst sequence is still miles ahead of whatever the hell Gal Gadot was doing in Wonder Woman 84.
Okay,
no.
I mean, to be fair, both movies suck, and it's like I remember everybody was trying to say that comic book fans just hate women, and they conveniently cut out the first Wonder Woman movie.
Yep.
Because again, they want to try and paint us as sexist when we're like, just make a good superhero movie starring a likable female lead, and we'll go watch it. It's literally not rocket science.
And in 50 years, I've only done it once. It was just a coffee cup.
You can dislike as many parts as you want, but no, this isn't going to ruin comic book movies, and it certainly doesn't harken the.
Oh, trust me, comic book movies were ruined long before Supergirl came out. This just kind of cements that, nope, nothing's getting any better.
End of the DCU. It's been a single year, all right. By now, Marvel made The Incredible Hulk. I think we're good, bro.
Buddy, that movie at least tried to do something. Do not shit on The Incredible Hulk.
Oh, the TV show?
No, the movie, the Jim Lee one, or the one made by the guy who did.
Oh, the Eric Bana one.
Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the comic book editing.
Yeah, with Sam Elliott as General Ross.
That was good casting.
Oh, I mean, when you're already known for the mustache, you may as well play the comic character known for his mustache.
Being said,
also, if you're gonna say this didn't kill the DCU, oh no, this helped kill the DCU. The DCU is dead. It's not coming back.
No one thing is gonna kill it. So that's always a stupid
if there's one thing James Gunn did better than Zack Snyder, he killed his universe faster than Zack did.
Yep.
He didn't have any $1 billion Aquaman to revitalize it.
The current conversation of the worst comic book movies has gotten me pretty interested, so let me know if you'd like to see me discuss some of those. Not just Big Two as well. Put in your letterbox Verotica, Barb Wire, and fucking Son of the Mask count.
Hey man, at least Barb Wire, look at her tits the whole time. Pamela Anderson really in her prime.
To say here is Supergirl is a flawed movie. One that
Supergirl is a terrible movie, man.
I would have liked to be better, but I'm still satisfied with having watched.
Well then,
I'm satisfied.
Well then, congratulations. Get the hell out of the DC fandom and stay out until you learn what good movies are.
Yes, Superman is looking at you judgmentally right now. He's like, "Don't be satisfied."
Wait, what? Arachne Youth?
Well, how can you be satisfied with this movie? Like,
again, gotta get into the shield program. Gotta try and earn those monies from James Gunn.
You know, man, it's not so bad. Yeah, it's like she uses her powers and stuff. So what more do you want?
I literally had somebody the other day, that Charlie the Rat King idiot, tell me that Supergirl is mid, and that both it and the Mandalorian and Grogu are far better than Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Wow.
Yep, he legit tried to argue that.
What kind of fuck?
Oh, of course,
the face that Millie Alcock is making, that's my reaction to that.
I liked and plenty I disliked. But when it all comes to go ahead, any superhero movie that makes children feel seen and gives them a new inspiration to
children feel seen. If you use the phrase "feel seen," then
I remember because Shady Durax talked about this on X, where a little girl was apparently photographed pointing at a Supergirl poster, and they were trying to say that it was like a girl feeling represented, and I'm like, and Shady Durax,
it's a fucking child.
Yeah, it's like Shady Durax pointed out that it's like she literally could be doing anything about pointing to that poster, man.
Kids point at their fucking Cheerios. Like, what are they inspired by them? Like, who cares? Honestly, I'm not even like fucking making that up. They'll be at their fucking plate and be like, like, what? Who cares what they point at? Oh my gosh.
Is a win. Sure, we'll always appreciate the impact Spider-Man.
I'm gonna make a photo of me pointing at a Morbius poster. Like, oh, Morbius is so inspiring to men.
I got a picture of me pulling up the middle fingers at a Jake Paul poster. Does that mean Jake Paul inspired me?
You're pointing at him with your middle fingers.
Is a win. Sure, we'll always appreciate the impact Spider-Man, Batman, Captain America, and Black Panther had, to name a few. But knowing that all across the world, a bunch of girls are resonating with the powerful message about
what girls actually like is Aquaman, because he was sexy.
And it's funny because if you're going to say girls are being inspired by this, where are all the women? Because most of the people who went to go see this movie were guys.
Mm-hmm. Of the few that went to go see this movie, most of them were guys.
Yep.
And same with Birds of Prey, by the way.
And they conveniently forget. They always conveniently leave out Jester Bell or Snarky J oftentimes when they're talking about women seeing these movies, but that's because they don't line up with their narrative. Or Jester Bell does, people do go after her.
That's why.
Yeah. Joke's on them. They honestly think a drunk train wreck of a woman is inspiring and worth shilling for. I mean, I'd feel more inspired by somebody.
Define you. And realizing that choosing to live is the most powerful.
If you're a drunk train wreck, then I can fix you.
Also, please do not invoke John Romita Sr.'s artwork in this. He is a goddamn legend when it comes to drawing Spider-Man.
To name a few. But knowing that all across the world, a bunch of girls are resonating with a powerful message about not letting their trauma define
What's a
you,
bunch?
and
Like 12.
realizing that choosing to live
What's
is the most
powerful
action.
message?
There is no message.
Yeah. Oh, my
Like, what's even
powerful
funnier
message.
is-
I can go out and drink.
Like, it's even funnier when you realize that this like I've seen people talk about the message of the movie being about revenge is bad and you shouldn't take it, which is tanked by Supergirl taking revenge. And now this guy's saying like, oh, the message of the movie is don't let trauma define you. When I'm like, Supergirl literally does not change throughout the whole damn movie. She just decides, oh, you know what? I'm going to go to Earth now.
Anyone can do. That's enough for me. And I'm happy to give Supergirl 7 out of 10.
That is far too damn high.
It's a pretty good score.
Well, he just lost any and all dignity he could have had.
And if you don't want to end up...
That was embarrassing. All right. So on to the video game side of things, because we're running out of steam, and I'm running out of, and I'm struggling here to form a coherent sentence because I'm an idiot.
All right.
Oh,
So
no, it's
for
true.
those who need a little bit of a narrative, so 7th generation, PlayStation 3 and 360. It was pretty even. PlayStation was kind of cocky at the beginning. We were just getting into the online age. It was very even. Like,
great kid. Don't get cocky.
Yeah, 70 something million a piece each. They were like, Sony had lost billions on the PlayStation 3. They had overpriced it. They had made a really complicated system. And so E3 2013 was they're presenting the next gen. And they're trying to be good. And Xbox is like, we're going to get rid of used games. We're going to make them one-time key codes. And then your disc will be useless after you enter it into your account. And what did they do? They realized they listened to fans. They still had live shows back then. So they still heard fan response. They were still connected to their fans.
In addition to creating an amazing library of new titles on PlayStation 4, we're equally focused on delivering what gamers want.
I mean, they're not lying. They brought Crash Bandicoot back of all characters.
And
most, Spyro.
Without imposing restrictions or devaluing their PS4 purchases. For instance, PlayStation 4 won't impose any new restrictions on the use of PS4 games.
I can attest to that. Both with PS4 and PS5, you can indeed play your old games on it.
Well, and the reason that there's such an applause is because they had been pretty silent on this, and they had waited for Xbox to dig their grave. And by the way, the reason I brought up that they were even is because now they are in a very dominant position. Basically, the only reason that Sony is confident to make their stupid move to get rid of the physical is because of them supporting physical. They got their dominant position because they were user friendly.
So Xbox is a mess right now. Nintendo shot itself in the foot because they made a system that is more or less useless if you even have so much slap a sticker on it.
And hey, I'll give Nintendo credit where it's due. At least their first party, they try and keep it on the cart. They try and like...
Yeah, but the problem with being a Nintendo fan is it's much like being a Sonic the Hedgehog or a Spider-Man fan. You just keep getting punched into balls over and over again. Because Nintendo actively hates their fans.
Yep.
Yeah. Their one saving grace is that they seem to understand.
I'm pretty sure they
that,
sued somebody just because they had the name Mario. I could be exaggerating.
It would not surprise me.
I mean, they're incredibly protective of all their copyrights. The one saving grace.
True, would it surprise you if they did? Oh,
what's up? Arachnid?
Oh. Sorry.
Go ahead. Yeah, what were you saying? Well, basically, what I'll say is that the one saving grace that Nintendo...
I think his mic is busted.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, the one saving grace that Nintendo has is that they are majority owned by, I believe, one particular family. And so at least they think a little bit more long term. They're more concerned because, like Sony, their main problem is that they're owned by shareholders. Like their CEO literally sold almost all of his stock after they made this getting rid of discs announcement because
wise decision.
Yeah, he knew like, oh, this is short-term shit. And they're disconnected suits. They're shareholders that don't give a shit about long-term health or the gaming community. They're just like, we're here to make a quick
like what
buck.
happened to Disney.
Mm-hmm. And Nintendo, at least,
basically,
they support the long-term stuff because they have a family that owns the company or owns the majority of it. A controlling share is the key term. And they're just like, we will at least stay in store aisles. We will at least value that because we know that gives us a certain degree of permanence. Even if all these, and they leave it up to third parties with the game key card shit, which is terrible. And that's the same as discs that say required online download. And that's terrible.
I'll say though that it's like I've been on my boycott for Nintendo for a long time, and with each new thing they do, I am more than glad to not be a Nintendo fan.
Yeah, I honestly,
like, I'm not one of the Nintendo slaves that they have.
At this point, I'm more of a GOG, which is good old games where they
actually
encourage...
That's me with a lot of other stuff. Like nowadays, I just prefer the old stuff compared to the new.
Well, yeah, I'm very much retro. I got a big backlog back there. And then, but Good Old Games is a PC launcher that they do an old school zip file where they will say, you can copy it onto a disk. We don't care. We're not even like Steam. We don't even care about you like checking in online or whatever. Go ahead and make copies of the game, essentially. Like
Speaking of which, I actually just bought Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, and Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine off Steam today.
Nice.
For $17.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
They're all on my computer now.
That's the thing about computer is that it has multiple storefronts, unlike PlayStation. That's why people are so opposed to this, is it's like you look at physical and it's like a fourth of the price of the PlayStation store price. And it's like, well, I know what you're doing. You're eliminating competition. But this... I only bring up these examples because this is back whenever they did have CEOs and executives that still had their finger on the pulse and were still willing to do live shows because they knew that they had their finger on the pulse. And they were like, I'm going to go and confront the live fans and I'm going to give them the news because I know that I'm going to give them some good shit right now. Breaking the stream and cheering so hard.
Yes, that's
for those who don't know, this is E3, which is back whenever press and fans were allowed to go and watch, and you had to present live, and you had to suffer the consequences if you were, for instance, Sony in 2006 when they said $599 for the PlayStation 3.
Or Nintendo when they thought making Wii Music wasn't a good idea.
Yep. And the good thing about that is that you get feedback and you're able to realize your mistake a lot sooner. Whereas Sony now is just like, oh, well, we don't really care about fan feedback because we're too big to fail. Oh, whatever.
Hubris, thy name is downfall.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger
and
they
what's
are,
funny,
and
the now
they fall.
And what's funnier is because Nintendo's had that problem too, where they've always thought themselves as, you know, king of the crop, only to make the stupidest decisions possible and get slammed for it.
Oh.
Believe in the model that people embrace today with PlayStation 3 and continue to demand. Just heard you there. When a gamer buys a PS4 disc,
you there. Oh,
they have the rights to use that copy of the game. They can trade in the game at retail, sell it to another person, lend it to a friend.
If I could, I'd sell the Disney Star Wars games I actually do have. Unfortunately. Yeah, I am not proud of it by any stretch of the imagination, but at least I haven't really played them too much. My brother has played the EA BF2, but that's because it's the only online game we have, and he gets bored at times. And even when he does that, and I've played with him a couple times versus we only play with like the original trilogy and prequel trilogy characters. That's it.
You want to know what's sad is that's the last midnight launch I went to was the first Battlefront before we saw any Disney movie. The first Battlefront in 2015.
The one that's super bare bones.
Yep.
No campaign, no prequels.
You know, I was so starved for Star Wars. I was just like, you know what, let's go to the midnight launch in my local town. There was a dude in super cool Mandalorian armor. That was back whenever fans did not realize about what Disney was going to do.
The last midnight launch I was at was Marvel Spider-Man 2. Which I played for a few days, and once I got to the Black Cat mission and they revealed she was bi, I was like, no, I'm done. I'm not playing this anymore.
I suffered through the entire game, and good fucking lord.
Yeah, I got platinum. I remember one of my clips was whenever I was kind of like falling asleep, but then like towards the end, they had him go like, "You're a better Spider-Man than me," and that woke me right back up. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Miles Morales is not and never will be Spider-Man. That role will always belong to Peter Parker.
Well, then it was immediately followed by his stupid suit that you get whenever you beat the game, Miles's, where he has like the stupid
Adidas
tuft
one
of hair. I was like, what
suit.
the fuck is that thing? What in God's
name?
I
should have got some mod that goes, what the fuck are you wearing?
It's not even, or Peter's anti-venom suit isn't much better.
Yeah.
Because for one thing, it looks like he's wearing semen, and second off, the design just looks... What?
You mean the cum man suit?
Yes, that suit.
Dayman. Fight of the night.
God. You know, I hate that game especially because it's like that game actively discourages you from using alternate costumes because you're stuck with the stupid mechanical arms and the symbiote powers.
Dude, that game pissed me off the minute that I had the pigeon guy. I think his name is Walter. And he was a side quest, but he had been in the first game.
Yeah,
you had always gone and gotten his
for him.
Yeah. And
it was Howard. His name was Howard.
And so the mission where he died, I played it as Miles. And I was like, you have all these Spider-Man specific missions, you have all this shit. Why did you not make this a Peter Parker specific one?
Well, they did that with Black Cat too, where it's like Miles is sent to go talk to her because Peter is like, "Oh, she'll listen to you," and I'm like, "Buddy, she dated you."
Why would she listen to Miles? She doesn't know Miles.
Yeah, I'm like, but with Howard, I'm just like, I feel like we just had a really emotional scene, but I didn't feel any of the emotion because he died to a dude that barely knew him.
Yeah, that specific mission. Either Miles or Peter could accomplish it.
No, you could. That was coincidence.
For some reason, Mysterio is only for Miles.
And honestly,
even though that's Peter's villain.
And that the biggest problem with Mysterio was they punched him in the balls and replaced him with two women. You know, one of the greatest Spider-Man villains of all time. Yeah, I said it. I love Mysterio.
I remember in the PS1 game, he was a cool boss fight. You had to punch his dome.
She was the main villain of Shattered Dimensions. And that's a great game.
I don't think you'd like one of my parody comics because I have a female version of Mysterio in it.
Ooh.
Why?
Mysterio boob.
Listen, I call her Mysterio because I made her like a Spider-Girl villain. She's like the daughter of Mysterio.
Oh, okay. So the real Mysterio at some point existed.
Yeah,
that's fine. But Mysterio is so fun to me because I always love the villains that are clearly evil and they have giant narcissistic attitudes. Like there's just something to those kind of villains I love. It's why I love Dr. Eggman. It's why I love Lex Luthor. It's why I love Dr. Doom.
I mean, you got to remember Dr. Eggman pissed on the moon.
He blew up the moon. And no, he even went harder than that. He blew up the damn planet in Sonic Unleashed.
I mean, Piccolo blew up the moon, but that was only because Gohan was a giant monkey.
Sonic Unleashed will never not be my favorite Sonic game of all time.
Is that where you had the werehog?
Yes.
I played that one back on PS3.
If it wasn't for the fact that I definitely know Sega would find a way to screw it up because they screwed up the last 2 3D games that they tried to remaster. Sonic Colors, they butchered. Sonic Generations, they butchered because they allowed Ian Flynn to handle rewriting it for some stupid reason.
Dude, the late PS2 / early PS3 period was like the graveyard for earlier franchises. It was like, oh, Sonic, that's like a joke. Like, he's coming out with games, but like we've had Sonic 06, we've had all this other shit. Like, he's just kind of flailing.
Yeah, like a lot of games like Crash Bandicoot struggled. Spyro
he had
struggled.
Crash of the Titans, where you were putting the mask on monsters,
and then followed up by Crash
of the Titans and Mind Over Mutant. I feel like people just dogged on those games because they did something different, and I think that's bullshit.
Well, Crash the Titans, that's one I played. It was super simplistic, like
yeah, because there's this Crash fan named Kadikarus. He's on YouTube. He's actually like one of the pioneers of YouTube. He actually has been here since like the site first started. Wow. And he does video game reviews, and every June he does Bandicoot month where he reviews something about Crash. And he hates Crash of the Titans, or as he calls it, Crash of the Titans.
I believe that was 07.
Yeah, it was a very basic beat 'em up type of game. Like, he says Mind of Mutant is slightly better because the platforming's more interesting, but even then he doesn't like it.
My issue with Mind Over Mutant was like all the backtracking that I had you do.
But the thing is, a lot of game franchises struggled for one reason or another. Like Lara Croft struggled because you had Angel of Darkness, a game that was rushed because they fired a lot of people at the studio. It was rushed to be released alongside the live action movie.
By the way, my memory is amazing. It was 2007.
Holy crap. Spyro kind of struggled, but then he found his rhythm when they had Skylanders, which Spyro himself was just kind of a background character for.
People always shit on third-party exclusives or whatever, but I've always been of two minds on them. If it's a third-party exclusive that like you're just buying the franchise rights later, then that's bullshit. If you're helping the company from the ground up, like Sony did on PlayStation 1 with Crash and Spyro, where it's like, yeah, these are exclusive, but we also funded everything, and we're also advertising them.
And the thing with Crash was struggling all the way back with the original Xbox because he jumped from PlayStation to Xbox with the Cortex.
No, I'm talking about like whenever because Crash back on PS1 was like a high franchise. Like they literally had him in their ads where they had him outside of Nintendo HQ being God. Mustache man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
Oh my God. Commercials in the 90s just hit different because, because that was back when the video game console wars were fun. It was like you had like Sega and Nintendo were throwing hands at each other. Like Sega had the infamous Sega does when Nintendo don't.
Yeah, turbo graphics and all that shit, and or was it a blast processing? That's what it was.
Blast, it was blast processing.
Because the SNES was better than the Genesis in most areas, but other than like RAM, essentially. But anyways, but like my view has always been like I am fine with you making a developer or a franchise exclusive if you help build it from the ground up. If you're like, hey, I believe in you, I'm gonna fund you, I'm gonna give you all the advertisement. Like even as recently as Stellar Blade, Sony did this where they were like, the Stellar Blade developers have said our game was not going to be as big, not going to be as good until Sony saw us and said, we are going to help you. And they did. And it's like, okay,
and it's a recent, very popular video game series.
Yeah, like I can get behind that. If you're willing to use your position as a platform holder to help a smaller game become bigger, cool. If you're just like, hey, Call of Duty's popular, let's go buy them. That's stupid. That's like when I don't want you to use your position as a platform holder to help anybody.
Or keep it forever.
I remember watching this with a friend at my house, and we were both like, we're like, we can't believe that they're calling them out this directly. and we also thought used games were gone in 2013. And we were so pleasantly surprised by the fact that they took this hardcore stance. All right, so that's all we need of this one. Because then he goes into online and shit, and it's kind of irrelevant. But then they reveal the price. This is later in the show. This is Andrew House, who's the head of the entire entertainment company at the time. So Jack Trent was the head of the American branch.
Hang on, I have a Taco Bell ad happening right now.
Taco Bell. It's the little Chihuahua.
Now I'm getting a Marvel Rivals ad where they introduce freaking Jubilee of all characters into it. Why Jubilee?
Why do you need her whenever you got the one who Olivia Munn played, Psylocke.
Right.
Yeah,
no, she's already in the game.
Yeah, no, that's the only skin I've ever bought for that game was Psylocke, the one that showed off her ass. Anyway.
I have not played Marvel Rivals.
People are complaining about Jubilee because they're saying she doesn't look Asian enough.
Bruh.
You're never looking at her face. Who cares?
The only thing I give credit for is that at least the people who develop Marvel Rivals know what a woman looks like.
They have that dead ass. But this one's I'm sorry. The previous link.
Whoops. Hang on, did I miss one? Oh, I missed one. Damn.
Okay, I was gonna say I think I linked it. Yeah, but like a minute in.
Whoops.
Which I think I told you.
Minute in. Let me see.
And this is mainly for the quote.
You said it's timestamp. You said it's timestamp linked.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So whenever you bring up the link, it should already be a minute.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
And here we go. Screw you, IDW. I hate you. I hate you, whatever fiber of my damn being. You ruined Transformers. Why am I muted?
The gaming landscape is changing with new business models and new ways to play.
And it's often for the worse, unfortunately.
Such a sad quote that's coming up, but also one that shows that like these old guys that were there at the beginning of the platform, they knew how the fuck to keep shit focused and they knew what long-term meant, and now they just don't.
But at PlayStation, concepts like true consumer ownership and consumer trust are central to everything we do.
That truly is a very sad quote.
It's like, oh, they used to get it. This guy got it. It was like, oh, guys, we could go all digital, sure, but maybe we should think a little bit more than that.
Hey, don't you think making it that they can't own their games is a bad idea? Shut up, Jerry. We only pay you to mop the floors.
Think of what an easy W this is. He literally just said nothing is changing, and everybody applauded endlessly for them.
Oh God! Of course, I call out SK, and someone's saying I should just kiss him. That's gross. I ain't gay. Okay, I want to rip into that a little bit afterwards.
With each new platform, we do our very best to earn that trust, and we will continue to prove to you that we have the games, the entertainment, the value, and the innovation to give you the very best place to play. Thank you so much for being here. Good night.
Where the hell did that happen?
Show. Oh my gosh, that's how you end a fucking show.
Sorry, did we skip it or something? Because like, what?
Wait,
what? We just skipped about 15 years. And then he left somewhere in the 2010s. Then I know Jack Trent left shortly after the PS4 launch because he was basically like leaving on a high note. And then whenever Jim Ryan took over in 2019, I believe it was, that's whenever it all went downhill, where he pushed out Shuhei Yoshida.
Yeah.
And he was basically like, we're going to go all live action. Shuhei was like, that's stupid. And he's like, well, then you're fired. And then, this interview that I link, we can watch like from the very beginning of it. There's a bunch of great quotes from Jack Tretton, and then the timestamp. I'll tell you when to stop on the first part of it.
All right, guys. Just responding to one of my enemies, and
Oh no,
that's Avery Hodges. He's an idiot. Yeah. Well, that certainly didn't last.
Well, it did last for over a decade at least. You even had the residuals of it in PS5 because you could tell Jim Ryan wanted to go digital right away. Oh, you can rewind to the start of this. Sorry.
How far?
Just like to the start, the first couple minutes, and then we can skip to like 6:43 or whatever I time stamped in the link.
It was 7:30 for you.
Okay, I thought I did 2 of them for this one. Hang on.
I think you did. Nope, you only did 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and then you have the Persona 5 thing. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you got 2 things for anime, and we'll get to those right after we go over the article I posted.
Yeah, so this was the interview they did after that fucking raucous press conference.
Tuesday morning with us, Jack Tretton Drac. It is.
There it is. I have the Darth Vader PlayStation because my dad got a copy with the original Battlefront.
Nice.
But that was because, again, we were all idiots when it came to Disney Star Wars.
Yeah, they hadn't had a movie come out.
To have you with us, and congratulations.
Look at how happy everybody is just for pleasing customers.
How did it?
Everybody knows that they pleased everybody and that they're going to have a lot of success because of it.
I think the thing is they just villainize fandoms nowadays because it's like comic fans are supposedly entitled and bad and all that. You know, fans of Star Wars are toxic and all that. They always do that. They always push this idea that the fandom doesn't deserve anything good. That these franchises deserve to die horrible deaths, or that they deserve to flip the bird to the fandoms and earn a new fan base. It's like it's just so there's so much hatred and vitriol for people that are just trying to enjoy a damn hobby.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why people just come into a fandom and hate the people that are already in the space.
Because they don't like the thing, they just want to make it into whatever they like.
And even when they do, nobody comes to watch.
Walking off stage last night.
It felt great. I mean, I've been in the industry for a long time. You get a little jaded, you try to never get too high, never get too low. But I mean, it really felt good. And I think, we remind ourselves that you got to earn the consumer trust every day. But man, it was nice to enjoy it at least just for a minute.
Where the hell is this kind of philosophy with any company these days?
Oh, it's so sad that he left. It's like you got to earn the trust every day. Oh,
God. I hope he's still doing well for himself.
No, I mean, I've been going to E3 since the first one back in '95. Remember the excitement around the first PlayStation. I feel there's that energy again for you guys, for the brand. And I know, throughout PlayStation 3, I'm sure there were struggles, and it feels like now, I mean, you sort of that
when I get myself a PS3, I got to give myself one of the first 2 models because those are the only 2 with backwards compatibility.
Well, they all have PlayStation 1 backwards compatibility. And then the PlayStation 2 stuff, yeah, you got to search out those models.
I want to get. I'm primarily worried about getting one with PS1 backwards compatibility so I can play Spider-Man PS1.
It has been lifted.
Well, I mean, I really feel good about the fact that, we started talking about PlayStation 4 back in 2008. And you can talk about listening to consumers and listening to the development community, but we really did it, and it's paying dividends now. And I think we heard them.
You hear that?
We got them on
it
board,
pays dividends. It turns out you make more money because you're going to make all the digital consumers. They're going to buy shit regardless. Then you're also going to get all those physical people that are like, I trust you because you've been good to me. It's so easy.
Yep.
We hope we're going to deliver a machine that's going to have everybody really, really excited for years to come.
Hey, you brought your little baby with you here, the PlayStation 4, which looks incredible. Now,
Super Mario 3D World, you can go screw off.
Oh, yeah.
The big shocker yesterday. It was the price, $399. Microsoft earlier in the day had announced $499 for the Xbox One.
Oh,
that was back when they were including the camera. Yeah.
I don't know how much my dad had to pay for his Xbox One because he got a Gears of War edition Xbox One.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my dad likes Gears of War.
Tell me about that pricing decision. I mean, when did you guys make that call? Did you sort of see what Microsoft did and say, like, hey, we have an opportunity here, let's announce it? Or how long ago was that decided?
You can't operate that way. You know, you really have to execute a business plan.
Mario Kart hasn't been good since Double Dash.
And you know, competitors change over time, and you can't spend your time reacting to their strategy.
You hear that? Don't react to their shit. So don't go into the subscription shit because your competitor who you're curb stomping decided to do a subscription model. Don't go to PC because your competitor who you're curb stomping decided to go to PC. Like you can just fucking stay the course and do your shit. It's so easy. And this guy understood it, and they don't take it.
Hot take, Mario Kart was never good. I would say the biggest thing with Mario Kart is they really barely tried in terms of gimmicks. Like there are other kart games that I would say are far better, like
Diddy Kong Racing, Crash Team Racing, yeah.
Double Dash was like the first game where they actually tried an actual gimmick, and it worked, and it's why like it's the best Mario Kart everyone remembers. Because, you know, it tried something, and then we went back to just doing really nothing. Because
I remember the Wii one was really unmemorable, and
that was the one I played. Like the only thing from it that I think I specifically remember is Coconut Mall, and that's it.
Oh, was that a track?
Yeah, that was one of the tracks. Banging music for that one. But it was like none of the Mario Karts that came afterward were even that memorable either. Like Mario Kart 7 and 8 are just very interchangeable with each other.
Yeah, well, 7 was the mobile one. That was the 3DS one, right?
Yeah, that was 3DS.
And then 8 I got because I was one of the few. Here's how much of an anomaly I probably am. And I'm not doing this just to be cool, but I had a Wii U, but I never bought a Switch. And so
I mean, I think that isn't you. I think that just shows that you know, very questionable taste in purchases.
Well, no, the Wii U was good whenever I was in college, and it was because of that specific time, because you could play 7 or 8 person Smash Bros on a TV, and everybody could bring their Wii controllers, and they could bring their Pro controllers, and they could bring their GameCube controllers. Everything worked with that, and you just battled it the hell out. And then same thing with Mario Kart. It was like, you know, we had enough controllers to just play. Basically, Nintendo is most fun whenever you have people to play couch with.
I know, but I just wish they would try again, you know, like back in the GameCube days. The GameCube will probably be like, yeah, it was a financial failure, but it was their best era yet because they actually were freaking trying with their franchises. But ever since they started appealing to the normie market with the Wii, it's been, you know, very boring schlock ever since.
Well, and most of the Switch games that were successful, by the way, were like remasters of Wii U games. So I do say, like, I played most of the good shit on Wii U, and I got it refurbished for $200 from Nintendo. It was basically a brand new system.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, I went on their site and it was like refurbished. I way at the bottom of the page, I was like, oh, cool. And it came and it like literally had the original packaging on it and shit. I was like, oh, this is like basically a new system. I think it's because they weren't as successful. It was like they're just getting these 32 gigs back. And I was just like, oh, yeah, this is pretty sweet.
We thought about the consumer value. We thought about the development community. We really wanted to give the development community a machine that they could build the best games on, and we wanted to bring it out at the most consumer.
Funny, if any of you remember PlayStation Net Neurose, where they actually had these, if you won a contest or something, you got like a sleek black PS1, and you had like these books that could allow you to program your own games.
Oh, man.
Which were then featured on demo discs.
I remember those demo discs. I got the PlayStation Underground demo disc where it had Tekken. It had it has side-scrolling shooter. It was like Einharder. That's what it was called. It was like a German side-scrolling game where like you picked up these cool detachments to shoot shit. And then there was one game where you were in a robot and it was all in Japanese, so I couldn't read shit. But you like picked up boxes and threw them at these cat people. It was a lot of fun.
Friendly price because we like to see a steep ramp and really get the install base going.
Well, it is a beautiful machine and obviously a great price point. Let me ask you about the other big news last night where you got, I think it was we tracked it was like a 60-something seconds, ovation from the fans talking about used games, because this has become such a hot button issue for gamers right now, with the idea of trading their games.
And it
DRM,
was back then.
You saw on Twitter there was
It was an issue back then because EA had tried to do online pass where they're like, you need to enter this code from the new game in order to access our online features on Battlefield. And if you buy a used copy, you got to buy an online code. And Ubisoft had done the same shit. They hate used games and they don't want to have them. And he explains exactly why that's so stupid.
Because what it does is they lose some revenue from it because people are not buying new copies of their games. And I mean, EA literally won worst company in the world twice.
Yep.
no DRM PS4 campaign. Tell me about sort of that conversation, because I know it's complicated. There are publishers, there's consumers, there's retailers, obviously the first party platform holder. When were all those decisions made about sort of how you were going to handle the used game market?
Well, I think if you think about the consumer first and you create a consumer facing business model, that's going to be the key. But I mean,
it's basic common sense. Why do they have to make this so hard?
Really happy. They keep buying shit from you. That's so weird.
Why is it so hard for them to do this? You hear me, Marvel? Give Peter his relationship with Mary Jane back.
Look at how relaxed he is. He's like, oh, well, you just make shit that people like, and then they'll keep buying shit from you. It's like, it's so simple. I'm like,
let MJ be a hot model again.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Let MJ be a hot model again.
Oh, God, she hasn't been a hot supermodel for a long time.
Face it, Tiger. I'm homely now.
As I said, around the industry a long time, I remember when people saying rental games were going to be a threat. You know, people were going to go to Blockbuster, finish the game, or find out it wasn't good, that was going to hurt retail sales. And obviously, used games have been under threat for a long time. But again, you know, if the consumer pays X amount of dollars for a game and they don't have the flexibility to get some additional value out of it, it changes the way they perceive the value of the game, and it takes dollars out of their pockets to buy new games. So I certainly think if you talk to the folks at GameStop, they'll tell you that, you know, used games are very additive to the business. We just want to give the consumer flexibility.
We need to bring E3 back.
Like everything he just said makes so much sense, and yet I feel like the modern suits just have no idea of it. It's like, yeah, they're gonna have more money to spend on used games if you let them buy on new games if you let them buy used games, you idiots. And then it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then it's like, oh, by the way, they're gonna perceive the games as more valuable, so they're gonna buy them at full price more because they know they can resell them. It's like, oh yeah, that makes sense too. Why are we so stupid?
Man of the people, Jack Tretton. Let's talk a bit, though, about that situation, because I think, you know, there are still some publishers that feel that, you know, GameStop's...
Screw you, Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. He's like, oh, wait a minute.
Value there. The publishers are not benefiting from EA implemented online passes. We've seen that in this generation. For PS4, I mean, you guys have said, obviously, we're going to allow people to trade games and whatnot. If a publisher comes to you and says, hey, we actually want to, you know, we want to restrict our game, or we want to do something around that, what will Sony's response be to that?
Well, I mean, we create the platform. We've certainly stated with our first-party games, we're not going to be doing that. But, you know, we welcome publishers and their business models to our platform. There's going to be free-to-play. There's going to be every potential business model on there. And, again, that's up to their relationship with the consumer and what they think is going to put them in the best stead. So we're not going to dictate that. We're going to give them a platform to publish on.
Right. But the Sony platform will not allow for DRM for third-party games?
The DRM decision is going to have to be in the hands of the third parties. Yeah, that's not something that we're going to dictate or control or mandate or implement.
That's fantastic. All right, so Killzone Shadowfall, I'll be able to share.
DRM.
Digital rights management. It's what happens on PC where like you buy a digital copy and it's only yours. You can't like share it with anybody.
Oh, okay.
And then you probably want to skip to like 643, I believe it was.
Okay, because I kept thinking something else about it, because there was some sort of software that companies like Capcom would install where you couldn't mod your games, and it actually affected like how the games performed. Because I know they pulled that, Sega pulled that same shit as well.
DRM.
What?
I think it's DRM.
Oh, DRM. Okay, so I figured they did that because Sonic Origins suffered that problem, because I think they also did that with Frontiers. I mean, either way, those two games were shit. So
I'd ultimately like to let the consumer be the judge as opposed to making boastful statements.
Absolutely. Well, and as you know, the online service is something that you guys have been building. I think have made a lot of strides throughout PlayStation 3 with what you're doing with online. Are you concerned, though, about digital downloads, sharing games digitally? You've talked about what you're doing for disc-based games. What is it going to look like in a world where I think a lot of us are going to start downloading our games?
Well,
right?
I mean, I guess it's not about being there first, but it's amazing how many times we introduce things and then other people create it and say,
Day one, I think you guys were first.
Day one digital, we've been there for a long time. So we've embraced the digital consumer. We've got a great relationship with retail. They're not threatening each other. The consumer's got more choice than ever. And I guess that's the basic mantra we live with, is choice for consumer as opposed to shoving something down their throat.
Right. Well, this is going to be $3.99 this holiday season. You also have the
it's so opposite what they just did. Present choice. Don't shove something down their throat.
Hey, Bayonetta down here, by the way.
Oh yeah, Bayonetta 2. That was right whenever it was getting, because this was whenever Wii U was entering its second year, I believe, in 2013. So it was like,
wasn't there supposed to be a Bayonetta 3?
There is a Bayonetta 3.
There is. I
believe it released on Switch. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
it pissed off. Yeah, it pissed off all the wokies, because they had her have a relationship with a man, and they were like, she's supposed to be a gay icon. Oh,
what on what planet is she supposed to be a gay icon?
I don't know, because they gave up on making her unpopular, and so they were just like, oh well, now that she's popular, I guess we'll just make her gay.
Well,
and then
the only thing I remember was the discourse surrounding her voice actress, because she freaking lied about not getting paid or something.
Well, what was it? 10 minutes. That's the last one. That's the last time stamp here. And then because he drops the mic on a pretty good and positive note.
Yeah.
This year.
So when you think about, moving forward from E3, as you said, it's a high point, and you guys absolutely deserve to be celebrating this moment for PlayStation. I think it's a great moment for gamers. But when you look forward, I mean, there's still work to do to think, in many ways convince a lot of the Xbox owners to say, hey, leave Xbox Live behind, come to PlayStation. We are your home now. What is your message to the people watching here who maybe have never been a PlayStation owner or bought a PS2, skip PS3? Why should they come back now?
Well, I mean, I think from a business standpoint, it's a marathon, not a sprint. We've got our PlayStation fans. There are certainly Xbox fans out there. There are Nintendo fans. And then there are some people in the middle. And I think we'll try to serve our PlayStation fans first and foremost. And we'll try to give people that haven't been on the platform a reason to give us a good hard look and try to convert some of those people over. But, we realize rising tide lifts all boats. And there are a number of different takes at the business. And, I respect our competition, but I feel really good about our approach to the business right now and the way it's resonating.
Well, I think that's a really good point, because, the gaming industry, that's something that we all care about. And I think, the fact that there's been a lot of stories out there about how gaming is shrinking, it's in trouble. I mean, coming out of E3, it feels like there's so many great games across so many different systems and platforms.
Find a modern exec that talks like he's about to talk here.
Where gaming is going. You think the people out there, the mainstream, going to realize
bullish. I mean, those are the questions I hate to answer. And fortunately, the people that watch your show understand the difference. I mean, smartphones and tablets are great, and they're really additive to the gaming business. They're bringing new people into the fold. But I mean, the people that want to go out and play The Last of Us, we're not going to lose to a tablet or a smartphone anytime soon. And the amazing thing is, I've been having the same conversation for 27 years. In 1986, when I got into the business, I was told that gaming was a toy, the console was a fad, and everything was going to go over to the PC. So I'll probably make it through my entire career before the console goes away. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
We've been doing these interviews now for
Damn right.
Such a perspective where it's
suck it, PC gamers. We're still here and we're still thriving.
I think that's mainly what modern executives have lost is just long-term thinking, where he brought it up a few times in that, where he's like, you got to have consumer facing because that's what's going to keep people with you, essentially. And now you have investors where they're like, I'm looking to quick turn this stock and fuck you guys if you want to like have anything long term because I'm going to be out of here by then. And it's just like, oh my gosh. Imagine how much of a win they could have. They could have they could dominate and have 100 million install base next gen if they just said, we're going to support physical right now. And
you okay, Arachnid Youth?
Oh, I was just asking my girlfriend if she needs some water.
Oh, okay.
She can get her own water. She's a grown girl.
Now, there's something called being a gentleman.
Well, that, and she's also kind of a drunk girl at the moment.
Oh, no.
Don't make me come over there.
Uh-oh, you're going to discipline.
All right. So, moving right along. So, Sony shot themselves in the face by going all digital. Microsoft, meanwhile, now this is from my dad, by the way. So this is coming from my pop.
Hey, hang on a second, Brandon. She made the letters capital in their social media account, so that means that she's awesome.
Who is? Who is?
Asha. No, that was one of the AstroTurf shit with this new CEO. They're like, should it be Xbox or Xbox in all capitals? And they're like, oh, make it Xbox. And they're like, oh wow, this could be a signal of a real turnaround. I'm like, really? Because she capitalized.
Game over. Microsoft slashes 4,800 jobs in Xbox gaming division. Microsoft will cut about 4,800 jobs from its Xbox gaming division as it restructures the struggling business. The software giant recently put a young Indian executive in charge of Xbox who has no experience with the video game industry. Ah, crap. She's a DEI hire.
Oh.
Xbox is dead. A shame. I really do I really love the black and green in its logo.
Well, and this is kind of what I was talking about, where like they bought Elder Scrolls, Doom, Call of Duty, all these things that they had no hand in building. And then, yeah, they also, as Maj and Nihilus just mentioned, they fired half of the id staff who makes Doom. And
no wonder. I heard the new game isn't doing so well.
Well, they did their stupid Game Pass thing, and for as much shit as Sony gets, like Xbox has been pushing the digital only shit for way longer, as evidenced by the fact that back in 2013 they were trying to push it. But the game Doom was game day one on Game Pass, and even people who bought it on disc like me, they got download required. And it's like, what the why would I buy a disc if you're going to require a download? It's like,
all right. CNBC reports that the company will lay off 1,600 people from its gaming business this week and 1,250 more during the rest of the fiscal year that began this month. Xbox chief executive Asha Sharma said in a memo to staff Monday. In addition, Microsoft is selling or spinning off 4 game development studios and exploring strategic options for a 5th. These moves will take at least 450 additional people off its payroll. Additional cuts will bring the total to just under 5,000 jobs slashed at the software giant. The cuts represent about 20% of the division's total headcount. Our business today is not healthy, Sharma wrote in her memo. We must reset Xbox. Maybe if you made some actually good freaking damn games. Because keep in mind, you helped kill Halo. The video game industry has been pummeled by layoffs for the past couple of years after many companies, including Microsoft, expanded aggressively in response to a surge of business during the pandemic. That boom halted when the world reopened. Microsoft bought game production companies, including Activision Blizzard, to beef up the offerings on Game Pass, its Netflix-style subscription service. The company had projected Game Pass subscriptions would reach around 77 million this year, according to a document revealed during legal proceedings related to the Activision acquisition.
So they don't know their current install base for the Xbox Series consoles, including their cheapo digital-only Series S shit. is like 30 something million. So they literally wanted to have twice as many subscribers as they have consoles.
Well, for a second, I thought it was like Xbox Game Pass was actually a good thing. I thought people liked it.
I mean, it's the Netflix of gaming, but it does offer tremendous value, but it also devalues shit. Because whenever you offer shit game one or day one on a subscription service, you are inherently devaluing it. It's like a movie that goes straight to streaming instead of in theaters.
I see.
It's like, you're like, oh, all right, well, it must not be all that great.
It currently has about 30 million subscribers. A person familiar with the matter said the subscription service has significantly underperformed expectations. Sharma said in her memo that Game Pass did not grow at the pace we expected. No shit. Xbox revenue fell 5% in the quarter ended in March from a year earlier. Its profit margin in the fiscal year that ended in June was 3%, decline from the prior year. The financial performance underscores the challenges facing the gaming division. Oi. I can barely understand half of this jargon.
So basically, revenue is like the total amount of money brought in. Profit is like after your expenses, how much do you make?
Okay.
So like, I spent $70 to buy a game studio. I'm doing smaller numbers, but it's like, and then we made $100 off of them. All right, we made $30 profit.
Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella picked Sharma, a former chief operating officer of Instacart, never heard of it, to run Xbox in February, despite her lack of experience in video games. She has quickly begun making drastic changes to turn around the struggling business. Oh boy, I'm sure that's going to go well. Sharma is cutting the number of games Microsoft publishes and is investing more in its most popular franchises, including Minecraft, Candy Crush, and Fallout.
Yeah, unfortunately, the thing is, whenever they bought Activision, people always overlook this, but they also bought King, which is a mobile game publisher. And that's the Candy Crush shit. And that is tremendously profitable, despite, because everybody has a smartphone, so your install base is inherently billions. And so it's like, even if only 1 in a million people buys those games and spends money on them, you're still making a stick profit off that 1 in a million.
She reduced the price of Game Pass, which lost subscribers following a hike last year, and stopped putting new Call of Duty games on the service so gamers would have to buy them separately. The strategy aims to generate more direct game sales revenue rather than relying solely on the subscription income.
Yeah, so the reason that she did this was because the last Call of Duty got beaten by Battlefield, and that was unthinkable earlier on. And whenever they bought it, it was unthinkable.
Well, maybe if they stopped releasing Call of Duty once a year,
Yep.
Like, think of how many game studios are now just doing Call of Duty. Pandemic, the developers of the 2 greatest Star Wars games of all time. Treyarch, the developers of some of the greatest Spider-Man games of all time. They're literally stuck just making Call of Duty, and that's it.
The thing is, for one, it makes a lot of money, and for two, they basically have to retool those studios because they spent $70 billion on Activision Blizzard King, and so they're like, "Oh, we want to turn around profit. We can't have a year off. What are you talking about?"
Microsoft has raised prices for its Xbox console because of the worldwide squeeze on memory chips caused by AI industry demand, which has also affected competitors Sony and Nintendo. The memory chip shortage has created supply chain challenges across the gaming hardware industry. Xbox also operates a digital game store for Windows PC. As the company makes fewer games of its own, Sharma is trying to make Microsoft a more attractive distributor for the growing universe of independent gaming developers. This pivot represents a shift in strategy from being primarily a game publisher to become more of a platform provider. The restructuring comes at a critical time for Microsoft's gaming ambitions. The company has invested billions of dollars in gaming acquisitions and infrastructure over recent years, betting that gaming would become a major growth driver. However, the actual performance has fallen short of these ambitious projections.
Tens of billions, by the way. Like, literally, they spent 60 something billion on Activision, and then they spent another 20. No, it had to be like close to 10 billion at least on Bethesda, ZeniMax. That's whenever they got Elder Scrolls Doom and Fallout. And so they basically spent 80 billion total or so on these two major publishers.
Maybe, maybe gaming wouldn't be such a bad spot as it is if it didn't do stupid shit like this. So this is something else that John also provided.
Yes.
Persona 4 Revival confirmed changes to Yosuke to better fit the current era. He's a little bit insensitive in terms of how he treats outsiders sometimes. So he wanted to line that up and make it a little bit more fitting for the world we live in now.
Game came out in 2008. This is a translated interview. So my second link apparently like partially kind of dismisses this, but apparently they are going to change his character slightly.
Some Japanese fans are claiming the Persona 4 Revival interview covering Yusuke's changes is mistranslated. The article takes Wada-san's single remark that Yusuke is an outsider, then makes the utterly incorrect assumption that we wanted to change it for the modern era.
So basically, the guy made gay jokes is what I've discovered happened in the original game. Because admittedly, I'm not a big Persona fan or anything.
Me neither. I just like listen to one piece of music from the series.
Yeah, so apparently, like, the one joke that I've heard explicitly was that, like, they're going to be stuck in a tent with the one character who he knows is gay, and he's like, hey, should we, like, watch out for what you're going to do to us? It's like a clear joke of, like, hey, you're not going to fuck us in the butt whenever, we're not looking or something, right? And they're like, oh, that's insensitive. Whoa, you're supposed to be gay humor. And it's like, well, it is kind of funny, like, the way that I saw it in the game anyway. And they're just like, apparently, like, all the worst fans have been raising a stink about this. And so now they're being pressured to change it.
Well, that's because they're not fans to begin with.
Nah, LARPers.
Okay, so I actually wanted to do this. I got this from Decrepit on Twitter. So this post got copyright struck. They can't do this. Lanterns leak. Hal Jordan killed off in episode 1. Manhunters are the villains.
No.
They're going to be killing off Hal Jordan in the first episode of Lanterns.
This
this show is going to be. Apparently not. If they copyright struck,
supposed to be.
if they copyright struck a post talking about this, then yeah, it's definitely got to be real. Remember, they did the same thing when Suicide Squad killed the Justice League's plot got leaked, and the copyright striking down was just the confirmation everyone needed.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm gonna head to bed because it's getting really.
Oh, real quick. I found these and these are freaking hilarious. So, an inflatable Rod of the Hutt.
Oh my god,
that's Rod of the Hutt from the Mandalorian.
Rada, the jacked Hutt main.
Well, thanks. That's gonna be haunting me in my nightmares.
Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse because you get these.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh god, even Disney Star Wars costumes are shit. So these will be haunting or not. And honestly, Melvin could do so much with this one image.
Oh no, put Sexplain's face on there.
No.
Yes, I might actually save that. I might actually save that for him and send it to him later. But yeah, that's all the time we have here tonight, folks. We ran for like 4 hours. Dear Jeesh.
As Angry Joe said back whenever he was good, 4 hours. He used to make fun of short game campaigns.
Yeah, so
we can never do this again. I make fun of SK for doing 5-hour live streams.
I did a 9-hour one for Astrobot whenever I got close to the end.
Damn.
It was about 2 a.m. and I finally beat the final challenge. And I was just
all
like,
right. Well, if you guys liked what you saw here today, please remember to like and subscribe and comment. Subscribe to Arachnid Youth and John Gets Gaming if you want to see more of their content. And until next time, guys, always remember to be awesome. Good night, guys.